a cosmetology school, Wing Supreme, Narissa Berry and her insurance agency, Love Student of the Month, Super Prep, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting. It's our pleasure to be here with you tonight, as we are not the normal commentators.
No.
As Maurice Prince and Gary Woods are out of the broadcast seat tonight, but I'm sure they're here. Will be here with us in spirit, as Mo is sitting to my immediate left so tonight. So he's going to be working at a different capacity. Game time temperature at kickoff is going to be around 62 degrees. There's a northeast prevailing wind at 9 to 15 mile an hour gusts. We're not in summer football anymore.
No.
And as the frost starts to accumulate on the pumpkin, we can certainly look forward to football season, hot chocolate and s'mores and wrapping up and bundling up and all those things that go with that make Oklahoma football what it is. Our pregame is brought to you by Love's Student of the Month. Love's Student of the Month and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores would like to celebrate and recognize students who exemplify outstanding characteristics in the classroom and citizenship in the community. Each month, a student will be selected as a Student of the Month and qualify to win $10,000 cash scholarship. Apply for your child or student today at kvsp.com. Rules and regulations apply. So we'd like to thank Love's Travel Stops, Country Stores, and Travel Stops for their sponsorship of our pregame here on this night, week 5 or 6 in week 3 in district play for this game, as multiple games are being played around the state. Not to be overlooked by some games that are going to be played on tomorrow. As we know, the Red River rivalry is in full bloom and blossom, as everyone is talking about that. But we're not going to overlook this high school football contest for you tonight, and we're going to bring you the sights and sounds as we get further into the pregame. We've got insight from Coach Franklin, and talk to him a little bit on the other side of a break as we see what the preparation for this week's game was like for him and the other Millwood Falcons. We'll be back with keys to the game. We'll look forward to what Max has for us as we look forward to keys to the game. Get into the sights and sounds of that, look forward to what's going on, and bring you back here. So once again, you're listening to Millwood Football, brought to you by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be back after this break.
Oklahoma City, we're live right now during the Millwood Falcons broadcast, and today we have Mr. Milo Wilson. Mr. Wilson, how are you doing?
I'm great, and yourself, sir?
Give us that great title of yours representing Millwood in what capacity?
I am the Millwood Enrichment Foundation president, also the Millwood Oklahoma City School Board vice president.
Wonderful. Well, right now I know you represent the Enrichment Foundation, raising money. The goal is $25,000. Tell me, what is that $25,000 going to go towards?
I'm going to make you a promise. Each dollar that we raise will go towards our scholarships, towards our students, as well as our teacher needs.
Well, if they would like to make a donation of any kind, where should they go right now?
Right now, Cash App Millwood Enrich OKC. That is Millwood Enrich OKC, MILLWOOD ENRICH OKC.
Wonderful, and we look forward to seeing everyone reach that $25,000 goal, and you have a great day.
Thank you.
Visit us today at 1541 Northeast 23rd Street, or give us a call at 405-424-4300.
Hey, this right here is a fat butt. Everybody been hearing about it on the radio. You can come to my Millwood City location, 6003 Southeast 15, or you can go to my Avenue, 285 South Santa Fe. Come get you one of these taters.
This is our Love's Travel Stop Student of the Month, Kiana Tubbs, from Cristo Rey, OKC Catholic High School. Thanks for joining us, Kiana.
Thank you guys for having me.
So I heard that you currently have a 4.2857 GPA.
Yes.
That is really impressive. Can you tell us a little bit about what motivates you in school?
So what motivates me in school is just kind of wanting to go to the higher levels, so wanting to go to college, but also having a support system in my family and friends, and just wanting to make them proud. So student government, I'm involved as the student body president, so I had to run and be elected for student body president.
I also heard that you have plans to attend Howard University and pursue a career as a criminal defense attorney. What led to that career choice, and was that always something you wanted to do?
So I've always been into like politics and law, but I didn't exactly know what I wanted to do in that area. And so I combined my passion of helping people, and so that's kind of how I came up with criminal defense attorney. It's helping people when they're in a position where they can't help themselves.
In academics, community, hard work, and teamwork. For winning Student of the Month for September, she'll receive recognition in the Black Chronicle, Heart and Soul 92.1, and 1140 and Power 103.5. She also qualifies for the Student of the Year $10,000 scholarship. Congratulations to Miss Kiana Tubbs for being selected as our September Student of the Month.
OKC is back and funkier than ever, and we're on a higher level. The Wild Child Scott White, Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140. And the Blue Note is back with Season 2 of Funk Monday. It all starts Monday, October 2nd at the Blue Note, 2408 North Robinson. And this time, we're going to level up and take you higher. We'll have Blue Note drink specials, the funkiest jams, and Triple H, a new co-host and bartender. But wait, there's more. Friday, October 6th, we celebrate the man himself, Scott Wright's birthday. It's the love for one another jam, featuring Heart and Soul's DJ Chappelle and Oklahoma's favorite funk band, Direct Connect. Come out and rock with us. If you'd like your business to sponsor Funk Monday, call 405-425-4100. For bookings and events at Blue Note, contact Red at OKCBlueNote.com. It's time for the Millwood Falcons pregame show right here on Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140.
And welcome back into the stadium here at L.W. Good Stadium. Dwayne Doolittle, Eric Ross Max. On the call for you tonight, this game features the Millwood Falcons and the Perry Maroons. Earlier this week, we were able to catch up with Coach Franklin as Maurice Prince asked him, typically on game week, what he's seen from his team, what the adjustments are being, what he's looked into their eyes and he's seen, and asked several questions, the tough, probative questions that needed to be asked of the coach, how he likes where his team is progressing, the things he hasn't liked about it. And so we'll bring that in now. We're talking, and the question came up about practice this week, what the team looked like this week, and Coach Franklin had these comments.
What is your thoughts on practice following the Chisholm game? How's your team look this week?
We've had a lot of detail, a lot of attention to detail to minimizing mistakes and errors. Way too many penalties, not discipline. Some guys coming off sucking wind because they're out of shape, and still trying to get them ready to rock and roll. And so that was really the main focus.
So as we listen to Coach Franklin talk about this team this week, still working on focusing and practicing and looking into their eyes to eliminate careless mistakes. This team has been penalized quite a bit for multiple yards, for personal fouls and things of that nature. And so he's still trying to work through that with this young team to corral those emotions, to get it done between the whistles. But there's also been players that have stood out, that have each week someone steps up. And we asked Coach Franklin, who was that player this week? And he had this to say about the player that he's seen progressing throughout this season.
Lamar Davis has really rounded into form, having a couple of really good games here in a row. How would you describe that young man and his running style?
Explosive, works hard, very teachable. You know, we Coach A and both and Coach Dax, they both really harped on him about some of the little things that he does. We've had conversations about it and what he needs to do. And then this week he did it last week and getting north and south. And then this week he's done it again and what we worked on this week. So
that's Coach Franklin talking about running back Lamar Davis, who is showing some signs of peaking and greatness as he's leading this team and is becoming more of an integral part of the running game as the Falcons are delving deeper into this season. We also talked to Coach Franklin and asked him some questions about the team that he's playing tonight, the Perry Maroons, and what his thoughts were on that team, and he had this to say.
The Perry Maroons are coming in here winning 2 games in a row. What is your thoughts on, this team that looks like they're starting to play good October football, ready for the district play, ready to make a move this year?
Yeah, Coach Cole and all of those guys do a great job of just working, and grinding each and every day and every week, and you can really tell. They were young last year, so we know they got another year of experience, and they're doing what they do, you know. So we got to line up and defend. We got to tackle. They're physical. They got a couple big receivers, and line is good at what they do, and so we got to apply pressure up front and play good on the back end, and then offensively. We got to be able to execute. It's still about us, you know. We're still finding that niche. We got another line again, so that illness bug can hit us. So we're gonna see some new guys that's gonna be going and really interested in what they do. But they're a smart group. They're a real smart group, and to see them communicating this week and what's going on has been real encouraging. I mean, great job communicating with each other. More than we've had in a long time. I mean, these guys was talking through everything. And even to the point during the torrential downpour yesterday, they wanted to get in the film room after practice as a whole unit and look at film and see mistakes from practice that they made. So when you got guys that want to do that and they want to be better, I like seeing that.
What do you want to see your team improve from last week to this week?
None of those boneheaded errors. They're just dumb mistakes. Just not watching the ball, jumping off sides, personal foul penalties, not getting extra block, taking the wrong step, coming off the ball as receivers, lackadaisical. Just all that stuff. Even carrying, you know, linemen not turning their shoulders, working through the play. Just a lot of the stuff that we've been working on since May. I just want to see it kick in and they understand why their one is so important. We harped on it on Saturday. We harped on it all week long, and then we just got to stop making them boneheaded mistakes. Just stupid. Just dumb mistakes.
And there you heard it right there out of the mouth of the coach. He's not happy about the dumb mistakes the teams are making, and he's addressed that, he and his coaching staff, and so we'll see if that medicine that he's given them has cured them from that tonight as we get ready to prepare for this game tonight, as the Millwood band now is arriving and you're hearing the sounds of the game going on there. We're in pregame here at Millwood High School for football tonight, brought to you by Love's Student of the Month, and we certainly thank Love's for their support of Millwood football. So, partner, we've got players to watch tonight. Right. And players to watch are brought to you by Super Prep. Today's players to watch are brought to you by, of course, Super Prep, and it is a premier sports outlet featuring the very best in high school and collegiate student athletes in the city, state, and nation. Super Prep can be found on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and social media at Super Prep OK. So, partner, tell us about the players to watch tonight for the Millwood Falcons.
Well, just to piggyback off the coach there, with the weather being a factor and this time of the year and the field conditions with the rain, Lamar Davis is definitely going to be one to watch there for ball control. This is his kind of game with the field being like it is and the weather. Also, Jay Nickens is definitely a factor as always. He's one of the most dangerous people on the field as always. C.J. Turnbull, who's having an outstanding year. He's definitely someone to watch as far as passing. His passing is improved immaculately. His vision on the field is great, and his leg work is good. He's able to extend plays, and he's made himself a really dangerous player to watch as well.
A very instinctive player.
Absolutely.
And he's showing that as a sophomore. He's turning some eyes and getting some attention naturally as the recruiting is starting to pick up for him, most notably at the University of Oklahoma and others around. And so we certainly look forward to big things and great things from him as he goes forward to further his career. However, tonight he's got the Perry Maroons in front of him.
Right.
And those are the players to watch for the Millwood Falcons tonight. And that players to watch are brought to you by Super Prep. So, partner, we'll get straight into the keys of the game on the other side of the break. You're listening to Millwood Football, sponsored by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be back on the other side with keys to the game.
Homeland is Oklahoma's neighborhood grocery store. Employee-owned, fresh, helpful, and affordable.
Save big this week at Homeland. Pick up fresh ribeye steaks ready for the grill and now only $8.99 a pound. Prairie Fresh boneless pork loins are now $2.99 a pound. Bartlett pears are $1.29 a pound, and select bags of Frito-Lay chips are 4 for $10 when you buy 4.
Find more ways to save at homelandstores.com. Homeland, your local grocer.
It's the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, have a safe weekend. And Monday is all about the money with financial expert Janai Thornton.
And you know I got the hot spot with all things music, movies, and more.
And I'll be pouring some more hot tea, baby, letting you know what your favorite celebrities did over the weekend and another fabulous color today. All right, y'all, have a great weekend. We'll see y'all Monday. Ricky Smiley Morning Show. It's the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
Are you in the need of someone to make your lawn look good? Have you ever seen a lawn with blue or green paint on it and wondered what that was? The blue and green paint is a weed chemical killer that will make your lawn look green, full, and healthy. Oh, and will kill the weeds too. Do you want your home lawn or company lawn to look green, full, and healthy? Then call the professionals at A+ Lawn Service. Right now, they're offering a weed killer special of $49 for a standard home lot, front and back, or $225 per acre if you have a large area you would like serviced. Owner Milo Wilson and his company have been servicing OKC for over 10 years, and they offer lawn services, landscaping, and more. Call 405-767-3382. That's 767-3382 for A+ Lawns and Services.
What's up? I'm Danelle Riley, FAMU alumni and creator of the HBCU Culture Shop. I am so proud of my new partnership with Black Beyond Measure and Target. They help me elevate community pride with my HBCU designs and continue to support Black creators and entrepreneurs with Target HBCU challenges, scholarship programs, and campus collaborations. Let's come together this homecoming season and beyond. Shop my brand and discover other Black-owned products at target.com/BlackBeyondMeasure.
What makes Taco Bell's rolled chicken tacos so good? Is it the shredded marinated all-white meat chicken? Well, yeah, obviously. But it's also the 3 amazing dipping sauces to choose from. Spicy ranch, warm nacho cheese sauce, and house-made daily guacamole. Now, if you need a third reason, their white corn tortillas are fried to golden perfection, which everyone knows is the best kind of perfection. Order rolled chicken tacos on the Taco Bell app. Get 1 dip for 2 pack or 2 dips for 4 pack at participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last.
Are you ready for some football? It's time for the pregame. Let's kick off the pregame for the Millwood High School football broadcast. It's only on Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140.
And once again, welcome back into the field house here at LW Good Stadium on the campus of Millwood Public Schools. Dwayne Doolittle, Mr. Max on tonight's call. We're at pregame, and we're now down to players to watch and kickoff keys to the game. Kickoff keys to the game sponsored to you by Narissa Berry Insurance. Narissa Berry Insurance would like to help you with your best insurance coverage and pricing for your home, automobile, and life insurance policy. Let her help you protect what's most important to you. Learn more by calling 405-447-0595. Another one of our sponsors. Thank you to Narissa Berry for the kickoff keys to the game. What do you have for us, Max?
Well, the keys for the game tonight for both teams is going to be discipline. Again, going off of what Coach Franklin said, it's kind of held them back. Both teams, like you said, are 2-0 in district play, so nobody wants to get that first L. So the keys are going to be simply just maintaining your discipline, getting a balanced attack, sustainable drives for Millwood, and obviously for Perry as well, being on the road. That's going to help keep that dynamic offense of Millwood off the field. So they're going to have some sustainable drives. Their defense is going to be challenged quite a bit with all the offensive power that Millwood has, and likewise for Millwood. Their defense has to stay focused, and they have to get the other team off the field quickly to get their offense on the field so they can go ahead and do what they do best, and that's put points on the board. Perry also has to be very mindful of Mr. Xavier Thompson. They need to know where he is at all times. I would definitely suggest not punting to him at all costs if you can. a penalty is almost worth not getting him, having this guy run back 75 yards on you. So, I mean, just things like that I'm sure they're aware of. This district play is how you play tonight. It's how you're going to grow and get better for the rest of the season. We got a short end of the season coming up and heading towards the playoffs, and I'm sure both teams want to go in strong.
Absolutely. My keys to the game for the Falcons are to manage emotions. And we've heard that from Coach Franklin himself, that they worked on that, to start quickly on offense and defense. Start quickly. Don't get bogged down into the mud and not being able to finish drives. And on defense, to get stopped. 3s and outs. 3 and outs as many times as possible for the Falcons. Those are the keys to tonight's game, sponsored by Narissa Berry Insurance. Narissa Berry Insurance would like to help you get your best insurance coverage and pricing for your home, automobile, and life insurance policy. Let her help you protect what's most important to you. Learn more by calling 405-547-0595. Thank you, Narissa Berry, for that. As we see now, the captains are arriving onto the field for both teams. At captain for the Falcons, number 3, Skylar C.J. Turnbull, the quarterback. Number 6, Cameron Carter. Number 12, Josiah Woods. And number 56 for the Falcons is Jeremiah Hogan. We'll get captains for you for the Maroons as the Millwood Band now strikes up. And we see captains on the field for the Perry Maroons. Number 67 is London Chance. Additional numbers coming here now as the referees are meeting midfield as we're almost ready for tonight's contest. We'll handle this business here in the middle, and I'm sure you can now hear that the Millwood Falcon Band has begun their pregame revelry, and nothing like the sounds of a good band on a good night for football here at LW Good Stadium. The coin has been tossed. The officials are situating the teams, and we await the information as now they have shifted, and it appears as though Perry will have the wind to start this game, and they have deferred their option to the second half. Millwood will receive in the south end zone, and that's where we'll first see the Millwood offense come out here on this Friday night, football style Millwood Falcon version of the Millwood Falcons and the Perry Maroons. Brought to you tonight by SSM Health, Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. Sponsors are Sunbeam Family Services, OG&E, the Millwood Enrichment Foundation, First Security Bank, A-Plus Lawn Service, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harrison of the Heritage Funeral Home, David Threet's Hair Care Cosmetology School, Wing Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance Agency, Love Student of the Month, Super Prep, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting. Well, partner, I left my jacket at home because when I left home early today, it was a lot warmer as the Falcons have now come onto the field and led in by Coach Franklin, and here come the Perry Maroons. And as you can tell, we have crescendoed with 11 seconds remaining on the clock as we're getting ready for football Falcon style tonight here from LW Good Stadium. Partner, it's a pleasure to be here with you.
Absolutely,
Thank you, those of you listening to us. You can also watch a live stream on PPBC TV. You can download that app, and you can only hear what's going on. You'll be able to join in and see what's going on. We've got our crackpot crew here with us tonight with Deshaun on the roof. We've got Dimitri pushing the buttons, you and me here doing the talking and sometimes stumbling over words.
Yeah, that'll work, man. It's a beautiful fall night and a great night for fall football. I'm ready to get it on.
All right, we've got Stevie D back in the station making us sound good, getting it out to everyone here as the teams now have come out. The Perry Maroons have come out onto the field, and the Falcons now are, as we prepare for the national anthem, we'll stay here with them and take that here on the air as the Millwood Band prepares to play the national anthem now. Hey, we'll take a break, come back on the other side. We'll take a quick 2-minute break. We'll be back. You're listening to Millwood High School football, sponsored by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be back on the other side.
KRMP, K221FQ, Oklahoma City. The all-new Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140, a Perry Broadcasting Station.
Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company are proud to partner again to recognize some outstanding students with our Student of the Month program. Our Student of the Month for September is Miss Kiana Tubbs, a senior at Cristo Rey, Oklahoma City Catholic High School. Kiana Tubbs has set her standards high in the classroom and has core values displaying success in academics, community, hard work, and teamwork. For winning Student of the Month for September, she'll receive recognition in the Black Chronicle, Heart and Soul 92.1, and 1140 and Power 103.5. She also qualifies for the Student of the Year $10,000 scholarship. Congratulations to Miss Kiana Tubbs for being selected as our September Student of the Month.
And welcome back into LW Good Stadium here on the campus of Millwood Public Schools. Tonight's contest features the Millwood Falcons and the neighbors to the north, the Perry Maroons, as the Millwood Marching Band is completing the pregame national anthem as the officiating crew is in place. We don't have their names, but the teams are in place. The ball is on the tee. Number 44 for the Perry Maroons has the ball teed up, ready to go.
Yeah, that's Matthew Larkin.
Matthew Larkin. Matthew is a 6'2", 188-pound junior. Plays tight end and a defensive end, and he spends some time in the kicking game as well. The kicker.
Looks like we're getting some rain here.
So we've had some precipitation that came off the top of the building. Not sure if that's in the form of rain or just something that's I don't know, but we'll see. It doesn't look like it's continued. The ball is kicked to number 4.
Xavier Thompson.
Xavier Thompson drops the ball, looks for a crease, still up the middle, still on his feet. One man to beat, out to the 50-yard line. No one in front of him.
There he is.
He's to the
That's
20,
it.
the 10.
That's a wrap.
The 5, strike up the band man, touchdown, just like that, just like the coach drew it up.
Wow.
A 70-yard touchdown kickoff return on the opening kick for the Falcons. How about that?
How's that for starting fast?
Mr.
Don't get no faster than him.
It does not get any faster than that. Xavier Thompson had reservations for 6 in the end zone, and he puts the Falcons up 6-0 on that kick return taken to the house. And so the Falcons now, after taking the opening kickoff, now will go into the Wild Falcon at quarterback, or Lamar Davis is at the Wild Falcon commander position, looks to take the snap, rides the belly, takes the ball himself, and the Perry Maroons had sniffed that out. And the Falcons fail on the extra point.
Well, that's one way to get it started and keep your offense fresh.
Absolutely. That 6 points is brought to you by First Security Bank. First Security Bank is a proud sponsor of Millwood Falcons broadcast. If you're looking for a bank to help you make your dreams of becoming a homeowner or business owner come true, let First Security Bank make those dreams a reality. First Security Bank is a member of FDIC and is an African-American owned bank. Thank you for your sponsorship. And hopefully we'll be able to give them a plug all night long as the Falcons continue to score. So just like that, the Maroons kicked off to the Falcons, and Mr. Thompson bobbled the ball a little bit, and sometimes that works to the advantage of the receiving team because the other receivers or the blockers get a chance to put hat on hat and get folks out of their running lane. And he took the ball right up the middle and went all the way to the house. 70-yard kickoff return put the Falcons up 6-0 here, as now the Falcons are returning the kickoff. Mr. Carter, Cameron Carter, the kicker for the Falcons, kicks the ball deep and to the middle where there's no one. The ball bounces there and is picked up by number 57 of the Perry Maroons, Treg Bowman, and he goes nowhere. And so the Perry Maroons will take over at the 26-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 as the Millwood defense comes out for the first time. And we'll the first look at the offense for the Maroons. At quarterback for the Maroons is number 3, Jackson Cunningham, and he is a returning sophomore quarterback for the Maroons as they deploy Twins left, send a man in motion to the near side. Quarterback goes in the back in the pocket, and there's a whistle and stoppage of play as there is a false start penalty. And we're going to track that up to the band because they were playing, and sometimes those signals get crossed there. So we'll look to see if the officiating crew makes that an issue as they back them up 5. It'll be 1st down and 15 for the Perry Maroons, just outside of the 20-yard line, call it the 21-yard line. Twins to the near side, send the man in motion again to the near side. Quarterback rolls to the right, throws it back to the middle. The ball's tipped or a middle screen there, and it's complete. And the ball carrier takes the ball out near 1st down yardage. Number 19, that pass recipient.
Number 19 is Jackson Stoops.
Jackson Stoops, I don't know if he has any relationship to the Stoops in Norman, as the Maroons look to go fast after the 1st down yardage, and the Falcons are having nothing to do with that as they stuff him right there in the middle. As the chain gain is just now getting set, it'll be 2nd down and 10 as the Maroons go no huddle, send Twins to the left side of the field, single receiver to the near side. Single back quarterback in the shotgun formation, looks over to the sideline for additional information from the head coach. Adjusts the coverage in the backfield for the running back, and there's the snap, and the running back takes it on RPO there. And the Falcons are waiting for that too. Minimal pickup on the play of about 1 yard.
Well, it doesn't seem like them, with Perry going fast, it's not phasing Millwood right now. They're staying disciplined and staying at home. They're looking really good at this point.
Everyone stayed home as Coach Franklin alluded to earlier in the pregame, that they stayed and watched extra film.
Yeah.
And so 3rd down and 8 upcoming for the Maroons. Again, send a man in motion, tossed out to the near side, and the Falcons are there as he looks for a cutback lane, and there are several Falcons in the immediate area, met there by number 34, Deshaun Buford.
Yeah, that was Wilson Carson on the carry. Didn't get much out of that one.
So another minimal pickup. Now it's going to be 4th down and about 6 yards to go for the Maroons as they send out the punt team. And so the fast-paced offense usually will lead to something happening fast. And
yes.
At this point, the Millwood defense has held after yielding 1 first down to the Maroons as they're looking down punt formation.
Yeah, Xavier Thompson is back deep, so this ought to be interesting. It's a heck of a kick.
The punt lands inside the 35 and bounces, and that's where Thompson picks it up, and he's met immediately there and drugged down there, and no gain on the play. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Falcons at the 32-yard line with 9 minutes and 34 seconds remaining, as the first true offensive possession for the Falcons now, as the opening kickoff went to the house. This will be the first opportunity for us to see the quarterback and the quarterback play. And in at quarterback for the Falcons is number 12, Josiah Woods. Shotgun formation, Twins left and right, single back in the backfield, sends a man to the motion, trips to the near side. There's the snap, looks to throw the ball out. There's a high pass off the hands of Jayden Nickens, who was wide open in the middle of the field. Just some miscommunication there between the quarterback and the receiver.
I think Jayden was looking at 6 the whole way. He had one man to beat if he caught that ball, and I think he was on his way to the end zone.
Yeah,
got to get that ball first.
Yeah, just a little high on the pass there from Josiah Woods. So we'll see what happens here as he works to get this thing in. Woods is a 6'2", 185-pound junior. Trips to the near side of the field, single receiver far side, single back in the backfield, shotgun formation. Sends a man in motion now, looking at the bubble screen, a double fake by the quarterback who's still looking on his feet, rolls out to the right side, scrambles out of the pocket, and gets met there out of bounds by number 2 of the Maroons, Sutton Bohannon, who introduced himself to Mr. Woods there on the Perry Maroons sideline. 3rd down upcoming for the Falcons, 9:19 remaining, where the Falcons now lead 6-0 in this early first quarter here at LW Good Stadium. Dwayne Doolittle, Eric Max. You're listening to Millwood High School Game of the Week, sponsored by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. 3rd down upcoming for the Falcons here, 3rd down 7. Twins to the far side of the field, sends a man in motion to this side of the field. A jet sweep action for Thompson, and one man to beat, puts his foot in the ground, stiff arms, and gets out across the 30-yard line near the 31-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down, but I believe he's going to be short, which will bring up 4th down for the first time for the Falcons as the officials put him out at the 30-yard line. The line to gain is the 32-yard line. So it'll be 4th down 2, a long 2, short 3.
Well, looks like they're going to have their way and go with it here. Go for it.
Falcons keep the offense in. Twins to the right side. Single back in the backfield. Looking over to the sideline again for additional information. And the play is sent in as the coaching staff is giving all kinds of hand signals. Only one of those is going to be live. Sends the man in motion out of the backfield. The quarterback stutters, steps, looks, and takes the ball off to the right side. He's got one man to beat there with a blocker in front of him. Sheds a stiff arm, still on his feet out to the 50-yard line and gets knocked out of the bounds there. So that run is good for a 1st and 10 as the quarterback called his own number and headed out to the right side, crossing the 50-yard line. Move the sticks, man. It's a 1st down for the Falcons.
The Sunbeam Family Services 1st down.
Sunbeam Family Services, we thank them for their sponsorship and the 1st down sponsorship for tonight's game. Build a brighter future with all children and families. You can find mental health support, become a foster parent, enroll a child today in early childhood education and care, and so much more. So they're back to action there. The quarterback was under duress and pitched the ball out, and the Maroons were in place for that razzle-dazzle play that goes nowhere. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 upcoming for the Falcons at the 50-yard line, right smack dab in the middle of the field on the right hash near the visitor side. For those of you who are watching on your radio, again, you can watch tonight's game on PPBC TV. Download the app for streaming these and other games on this format. 2nd down 10, quarterback shotgun formation. Hands the ball up the middle, and the Maroons are there as number 17, the ball carrier, Lamar Davis, goes nowhere, and he's met immediately in the backfield by number 56, I believe, of the –
Number 56 is Logan Cook.
Logan Cook, middle linebacker, came up and snuffed that play out. And so the Falcons now looking to the sideline again, as many of the Falcons are adorned in pink socks in recognition of breast cancer awareness. Certainly we support those efforts on those who are going through the struggle or what's left after the struggle. Bubble pass out to the right side to Nickens. Nickens has got one man to beat. He's still on his feet, looking to outrun someone, trips and gets tripped up out inside the 25-yard line. So a quick pass in the backfield that yields a great amount of yards. It'll move the sticks for the Falcons. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line of the Falcons.
25-yard pickup right there, just like that. They're right there in it. Good job there, Jaden.
So 25 yards on the play from the 50 to the 25, 1st and 10 Falcons, as there now 2 running backs in the backfield, twins to the far side, single receiver near side, sends a man out of the backfield in motion, pulls the middle linebacker as number 17, goes up the middle for the Falcons in the form of Lamar Davis. Minimal gain on the play, pick up about 3 yards, we'll call it. So 2nd down and 7 await the Falcons here in this first quarter with 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play, where the Falcons lead over the Perry Maroons 6-0. As the Falcons took the opening kickoff to the house to put the first 6 points on the board here on this Friday night, a chilly Friday night. Josiah Woods looks, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield there as no one made themselves available to him. Number 55 on the sack for the Perry Maroons,
number
Kylan Williams.
Yep. And you got to credit Perry on that play there. They were very disciplined. They stuck with the wide receivers and didn't give him any chance, any time at all to try to find anyone.
A lot of moving parts on that play that didn't come together well for the Falcons. A loss on the play out near the 30-yard line, about the 29-yard line. 3rd down and about 14 to go for the Falcons here at about the 29-yard line. Trips to the right side of the field as the fake signal is given, and there's an encroachment as the penalty flag comes in from the far side of the field, as the voice inflection for the quarterback caused the defense to not hold their water, and so they'll pick up a bonus 5 here, making that about a 3rd down and 9 upcoming.
Yes, and it's good to see that Millwood is staying disciplined. They haven't had any of the same problems that they had last week, and Perry is falling into that trap so far.
Twins left and right for the quarterback Josiah Woods. Single back in the backfield, sends that back in motion. Now looks out to his right, looks back to the left, cross to the middle, throws a little high, intended for Donovan Knight as that pass went through his hands on 3rd down and 9. 4th down upcoming for the Falcons. So,
well, one thing they got to factor in too, man. Millwood's playing into the wind. They're throwing into the wind, and that's probably affecting some of these passes. Probably need to put a little more zip on the ball.
Yeah, Josiah's just got to get his rhythm down here and be able to get that, make that connection. Those receivers have been open as he's had happy feet, and so the ball tends to sail when your feet are not set.
Yes.
4th down upcoming. Nickens crosses the quarterback's face, and there's a flag on the play. False start is the call against the Falcons, so they'll give that 5 yards back to the Maroons. It'll make it 4th down and about 13 here on the early going on this first quarter of play here at LW Good Stadium, where the Falcons lead 6-0 over the Perry Maroons and are threatening in the red zone. So after the penalty, we'll back them up. It'll be 4th down again, and call it 14 for the Falcons, who can get a first down without entering the end zone. They've got to get down near the 15-yard line for that to be successful. Again, same play. Nickens looks out, the quarterback again, pulls the ball down, looks into the end zone, got a man there, throws the ball in, and it's defended and knocked away, incomplete. And so the Maroons hold here on this 4th down play and will take over near the 29-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's a tough coming up with nothing on that drive. That's a little tough for Millwood right there. They had some rhythm going and some momentum. The defense is going to have to pick it up right here and hope that they can stop Perry, keep their momentum going as well.
So 5:37 remaining in the first quarter. The Maroons are back on the field, and the quarterback looks to his left, throws out left. There's a man there open, number 19 for the Maroons. Jackson Stoops again. That pass is good for about 4 yards. Call it 2nd down and 6, a long 6, short 7 for the Maroons, who are now operating again out of the shotgun. No huddle, 5 minutes and 16 seconds as the Maroons look over to the sideline for instructions from coaching staff. And now they're set, Twins to the near side of the field. Single receiver goes in motion to this side of the field, and there's a running back. Handoff, cross, gets to the outside around the end towards the visiting bench, and looks like he's going to have enough for the first down as he's run out of bounds near the sticks or just before the sticks. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 as the official says, nope, he got out of bounds and didn't get the first down.
Well, we see what their rhythm is going to be. They're going to try to speed things up but keep the ball on the ground and do some dynamic things that way.
So side to side, they're getting to the edge and having some success. And, of course, they'll approach the middle again here as they look to run off tackle again, number 7, the ball carrier. And he's successful, Andrew Cuckoo, the ball carrier for the Maroons. And that run results in a 1st and 10 for the Perry Maroons out near the 44-yard line, their own 44-yard line, as they're looking to sustain a drive here in this first quarter here at LW Good Stadium. Tonight's game sponsored by SSM Health, Love's Country Stores and Travel Stops. We thank you for partnering with us and being here tonight. Dwayne Doolittle, Eric Ross Max, as the quarterback tosses the ball out to the right side, and he's met there by the interior line of the Millwood defense, led by number 34, Deshaun Buford, who was not having any of that, wasn't fooled by any of that action at all. So loss on a play of about 2 yards, 2nd down, 12 upcoming for the Perry Maroons.
Yeah, Millwood needed that right there after they've been getting run on, so they got to start blowing the guys back off the ball there.
So the defense now looks, and pressure on the quarterback who looks to go deep. He's got a man out there, and he drops the ball in nicely with a catch. Number 6, the ball carry, or the recipient of that pass, he taken down inside of the 10-yard line on a nice pass from the quarterback, Cunningham, to
Brentley
Balderson.
Yep.
As the Maroons again look to go fast here before the chains can get set. The quarterback now calls it and hands the ball again off to number 7, Andrew Cuckoo, who's met in the backfield again, and so he's not able to penetrate the interior of the defense, and we'll lose about a yard on the play. Second down and 11 near the 11-yard line.
Yeah, that going fast right there really hurt their rhythm themselves. The defense was already set and ready to roll.
Absolutely. The Maroons can get a first down just inside of the 1-yard line there as the quarterback rolls to the right, looks again, he's under duress, and he's brought down on the backside by the backside pursuit of Mr. Johnson, Jacob Johnson. And another loss on the play, I believe. Yep, loss of about 2 yards on the play. So this drive that has had big chunks taken out of it tends to bog down. It's been bogging down here as they've gotten deeper into the red zone. Third down upcoming, as they change it. Cuckoo again, the ball carrier, looks for room on around the outside, and the blocker, the defender, sheds his block, number 22, Anthony Keys. Beat, who's got the keys to the Jeep?
Yes, he does. And what great speed he had to catch up to that guy. He had the edge out there and just used his speed and his talent and got out there and stopped him. Great play.
Great discipline, great hand discipline to shed the block, to get out to the flat, because he knew if Cuckoo had gotten out to the sideline, the end zone was going to slow him down. 16 seconds remaining on the play clock here. 2 minutes and 10 seconds as the Maroons are going for it on fourth down. Quarterback rolls to his right, looks right. The ball is tipped, and the pass is incomplete, and the defense holds for the Falcons. And so we've had defensive stands back-to-back by both defenses here with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. As the turnover comes, we'll take a quick break here, pay a few bills. You're listening to Millwood Football, sponsored by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be back on the other side.
Injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Automatically freeing up crews for the jobs that matter most. A smarter grid means more reliable electric service. It's our duty to power your every day and every night so you can live your life uninterrupted. Because at OG&E, we energize life.
Welcome back inside the Millwood broadcast here at LW Good Stadium. Dwayne Doolittle, Eric Ross, Max. While we were away, the Millwood Falcons went fast on an inside handoff. It gained 2 yards. It'll be second down and 8 at the 16-yard line. Quarterback pulls it, and he's hitting the backfield as Davis had come in and the Wild Falcon, as the Maroons were ready for that play, as they've seen that time and time again in video, as the Falcons deploy that tactic usually on extra points.
Well, so Perry's decided to put like 6 guys in the box, so Millwood's got to make some adjustments on that. I know it was an RPO, but you got to make some better choices.
Third down 12 upcoming for the Falcons, who now send in twins left and right. Single back in the backfield. Quarterback Woods at shotgun. Looks over the offensive line, gets the call for the snap. Drops back, 3-step drop, throws the ball out deep over the middle and overthrows his intended receiver, number 11, Blackburn. As the fourth down comes up, as the Millwood band has come to life here in the form of the drum section. And so the Millwood punt team will come in here with 39 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play here on a chilly Friday night here at the LW Good Stadium.
Well, weather, I don't know if the weather's a factor or not, but I didn't expect to see this defenses stand up like this, but both defenses are looking really good tonight.
So the punt comes, and it's a low punt as the receiver comes up and gets walloped. I mean, that's a slobber knocker right there, buddy. He may be looking out of his ears for inspiration. Number 11, Donovan Knight, came up and laid the wood to the Perry punt returner, and that's fired up everyone in the building here as the Perry Maroons now have possession of the ball at the Millwood 38-yard line, 1st and 10. 33 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, a fast first quarter, I might add. As quarterback looks back, throws the ball out to the flat, overthrows the intended receiver, and he was well covered out there in the person of number 13, Billy Davis, for the Falcons. 2nd down and 10 upcoming for the Maroons here, with 30 seconds remaining at the end of the first quarter of play. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors for their support of our game tonight. Sunbeam Family Services, OG&E, Millwood Enrichment Foundation, A-Plus Lawn Service, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harrison. As the Maroons go back now, the quarterback looks to throw a middle screen. He's got a receiver there who's looking to break through, and he gets out past the line to gain. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Perry Maroons. Have gone to the middle screen a couple of times here now. Again, thanking our sponsors, David Threes Hair Care Cosmetology School, Wing Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance, Love Student of the Month, Super Prep, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting. Here as the clock continues to run and the Perry Maroons have the win at their back, they're not going to waste that win. And they send twins to the right, man in motion to the near side. Quarterback goes back and throws again. Throws the ball high over at throwing his intended receiver, number 6, who was there wide open.
Yeah, that was Bentley.
Bentley Balderson was the intended receiver, and the pass bounces on the turf and stops the clock with 2 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play, as we are located directly in the drum section for the Millwood Band. As the Maroons now look over and set the offense, single receivers left and right, slot tight end, we've got 2 men in motion, shifting the formation as this looks almost like a broken play. And there is a flag on the play. The quarterback dances around and overthrows his intended receiver. So we've got an illegal shift is the call. And I'm not sure about that, partner, because they both got set. You can move 2 people as long as one gets set here, as they're having a discussion. The officiating crew is having a discussion, and I believe that is going to be the topic, that they both got set before the snap, which does not cause an illegal shift. So I believe we're going to waive that off. And after I had all that conversation about it, they have waived it off. So that's going to end the first quarter of play where the Millwood Falcons lead the Perry Maroons 6-0. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Millwood Football, sponsored by SSM Health, Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be back on the other side.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune in to my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
92.1 and 1140 and Power 103.5. She also qualifies for the Student of the Year $10,000 scholarship. Congratulations to Miss Kiana Tubbs for being selected as our September Student of the Month.
And we're back inside of LW Good Stadium here on the campus of Millwood High School, where the Millwood Falcons lead the Perry Maroons 6-0. 12 minutes remaining in the second quarter play. This time check is brought to you by A-Plus Lawn Service. Do you want your home lawn or business lawn to look green, full, and healthy? Then call the professionals at A-Plus Lawn Service, and owner Milo Wilson. His staff will take great care of you. You can reach them at 535-5139. 3rd down and 10 upcoming for the Maroons. A low snap to the quarterback. He's still looking, has a man in the wheel route, and throws the pass, and the pass is out of bounds, incomplete, which will bring up 4th down for the Perry Maroons, who are now for the first time throwing into the wind, and so they'll get a chance to experience that for the remainder of this quarter.
You can kind of see it on that pass. It kind of fluttered as it got to the end of it. It had not enough velocity on that pass. Thus, the wind made it float around up there, and that's what we're looking at. I'm surprised they didn't take advantage of that more when they had the wind.
Well, sometimes it has to do with the person that's in front of you, and the Falcons are not having any of that.
Yes.
Quarterback again drops under pressure, throws the ball out to the near side, and passes complete to number 7, Andrew Cuckoo, out of the backfield. However, it's going to be short of the line to gain, and the ball will go over on downs to the Falcons. And so what we're seeing, partners, the defensive have arrived for both teams and are having their way pretty much with these offenses, except for the opening kickoff. And short of that, there has not been very much offensive production on either side of the ball, as both teams have turned the ball over on downs once or twice, this now being the second time for the Maroons, and the Falcons also did that earlier in the first quarter of play. So twins left and right for the Falcons. Woods at quarterback, single back in the backfield, looks to hand the ball off, throws the ball out to number 4 for the Falcons. And you know him, Thompson, he's still on his feet, running out, still on his feet, out dancing near the 20-yard line. A nice pickup, and looks like he's going to get a full 10 out of that as the officiating crew is moving the chains, move those sticks. First and 10 for the
Sunbeam Family Services first down.
That is a Sunbeam Family Service. I couldn't have said it better myself, partner. That's a Sunbeam Family Services first down. We thank them for their support of Millwood Athletics. Trips to the near side of the field, single receiver to the far side, shotgun formation, sends the back out of the backfield, looks and throws the ball out there, and it's chipped away on a good defensive play by the Perry Maroons in the form of Sutton Bohannon, who was all in the way for that and was able to tip that pass incomplete.
Very dangerous play there. Lucky they weren't staring down the barrel with 6 right there. Millwood's looking good, but they got to be a little bit more – they got to execute that better.
Yeah, so there, some struggles here, of course. Not the typical starting quarterback, as C.J. Turnbull is out right now, and Josiah Woods is running the ship for the Falcons. And just a little, when you're not the person that takes all the snaps, as hands the ball up to the middle there on that second down play, minimal gain on the play. Davis is the ball carrier, and he snuffed out there. Pick up about maybe 2 yards on the play. Second down, 8 upcoming. Await the Falcons here, as the Perry Maroons now have 5 defensive backs in a typical nickel package, if you will, and they've gone through it most of the game. Daring almost, as we've got 6, 7 loaded in the box.
Yeah, playing a 2-deep zone here.
Woods throws out, got Mickens in the sideline in the flat, who's still looking to make a man miss. He gets out across the 45-yard line, and so that connection is good for a Millwood first down, and that is a Sunbeam Family Services first down. And you can contact them to build a brighter future with all children and families. You can find mental health support, become a foster parent, enroll a child in early childhood education and care, and so much more. They're located at Edwards Early Education and Community Hope Center, located in the former Edwards Elementary School. For more information, visit sunbeamfamilyservices.org. As the Falcons get back again, it's
Xavier Thompson.
Thompson, the ball carrier there, looking to get run in between the tackles, and the Maroons are at home there, and he's lost a yard on the play. So second down and 11 await the Falcons out near midfield at the 47-yard line, their own 47-yard line, as they have not crossed midfield yet. And the play is being signaled in to Woods as he gets all his personnel set. 2 running backs in the backfield, twins to the far side of the field, single receiver near side in the form of Mickens. He's got single coverage out here, as the safeties look now to roll over the top. He's looking that way, throws the ball out deep, and the pass is complete. However, he's out of bounds as the safety came over in support, and that'll bring up third down for the Falcons on the incompletion.
Yeah, it looks like Perry learned a little bit there. Always know where Jaden Nickens is, and if you can double him, double him. And that's what they did on that play. Gave him no room whatsoever. It was a nice pass, though, by Josiah Woods there. Nice pass, good pass.
So the resounding message from the covered corner is send help.
Exactly.
Every time he lines up. So cover 2 look for the Maroons here as they send a man, Falcons send a man in motion, trips to the far side of the field. Quarterback Woods looks and throws over the middle. It's complete. On the middle screen, he's got a man to beat. Number 22 still on his feet, seeking the end zone, gets run out of bounds inside the 25-yard line for the Falcons. A middle screen pass that's taken down by Anthony Keys. Beep, beep, who's got the keys to the Jeep? It's Mr. Keys, as he run after the catch, picked up nice yardage and has the Falcons down inside of the 25-yard line, at the 24-yard line into the red zone. That's a first down brought to you by Sunbeam Family Services.
With Keys and Davis coming out of the backfield, it's a difficult task for any defense.
Yeah, which way do I go? Which way do I go?
Exactly.
So trips to the left side, far side of the field, single receiver, near side. Ball, a belly option. The quarterback calls it, keeps it himself on the RPO off the left side, left tackle, and bounds down for pickup of about 2-3 yards on the play. I think, as I watched that play, it would have been better served maybe to hand it off to the running back who had some space.
Well, he made the decision, got 2 tough yards out of it, so
yeah,
you got to go with what you got on that one, unfortunately, or fortunately.
Yeah, coaching staff will talk to him about that one.
Oh, yeah. We want to keep him upright.
Yeah. Second down, 2 running backs in the backfield. Again, on the RPO, Anthony Keys, the ball still through the middle and takes the ball out across the 15-yard line to about the 14.5-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down, but it's going to bring up third down and about 1 yard to go for the Falcons, who are knocking on the door with 8 minutes and 32 seconds remaining before halftime. That time check's brought to you by A+ Lawn Service.
Yeah, and they're in the red zone, so that's a good deal.
Yeah, third down 1 upcoming for the Falcons here, who have two running backs in the backfield, twins to the near side, single receiver to outside. Quarterback in the shotgun calls for the ball, hands the ball off to Keys, Davis, who loses his footing and loses yards on the play, as he couldn't get his feet together, and loss of about 3 yards. So make it 4th down and 4 for the Falcons here inside of the 20-yard line. And as we've seen earlier, the Falcons went for it earlier and were unsuccessful and pinned the Perry Maroon offense deep, as the quarterback now looks over to the sideline for additional information as the coaches are calling the play. So we've got twins to the near side, press box side if you're watching on your radio, and 2 receivers in the backfield. Woods pass across the middle had some pepper on it, and it's incomplete as he was looking for number 7, Jaden Nickens.
I don't know if Jaden was looking for a hit to come or what, but I mean, that's one he normally gets.
Yeah, the pass was extremely hot coming across there, and the Falcons turned the ball over on downs. So both teams have turned the ball over on downs twice tonight, unable to seek the end zone offensively. But the Falcons lead here 6-0 after the opening kickoff taken to the house and the unsuccessful 2-point conversion. So 1st and 10 for the Maroons as they send a man in motion to the far side of the field. Quarterback rolls that way, looks and throws, as there's hat on hat out there looking for the little bubble screen, and is able to get out across the 30-yard line for a pickup of a first down for the Maroons, who have started this drive, picking up 11 yards on the play.
Well, the Maroons are staying consistent. They're very good on first down. They run on first down, and they're strong on first down. They just kind of keep sputtering as they get closer to the red zone. But their running game is really looking good here.
So 1st and 10 again for the Perry Maroons, who send twins to the near side. Single receiver who motion to the near side of the field. Quarterback in shotgun formation, looks, hands the ball off to the running back, Cuckoo. Makes one man miss, makes another miss, but he can't outrun the whole Millwood gang.
No.
And he's going to lose yardage on the play, about a 1-yard loss for the Maroons there.
Well, that's a tough decision running against Millwood on the edge. Millwood's got such great speed and such great discipline from their leadership in those corners, and the linebackers are very fast on the edge as well.
Absolutely, as they just found out. 2nd down and 11 upcoming for the Maroons, who now send trips to the near side. Quarterback in the shotgun, single receiver, and another handoff up the middle to Cuckoo, who picks up maybe 3 yards on the play, as the Millwood defense was not fooled by the alignment or the formation, and everyone played assignment football. As a pickup of about 4 yards on the play, brings up 3rd down and about 8 for the Perry Maroons here in the second quarter, as we've got 6 minutes and 18 seconds remaining before halftime. Maroons back to pass. Quarterback looks, throws out near the far side of the field, and the pass incomplete as the receiver and the defender were hooked up, hand fighting, as that pass falls to the ground. So that'll be incomplete and bring up 4th down upcoming for the Perry Maroons now as they send out the punt unit.
They got to be very careful here. They're punting into the wind.
Absolutely. That previous play, the receiver and the defender were hooked up the entire time. And so mutual combat, I guess, was called by the official, and nothing came of it.
Yeah, it was a good no call on that.
So the punt's up and away, a low punt that bounds as Fisher picks it up and still making a man miss, still on his feet as he looks to get some things going there in the return game. Thompson.
What a guy. I mean, this guy is surrounded, and he never goes down easy. I mean, this is incredible.
So on the change of possession, we'll take a quick break, come back on the other side. You're listening to Millwood Football, sponsored by SSM Health, Love Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be back shortly.
Hey, this right here is a fat butt. Everybody been hearing about it on the radio. You can come to my Millwood City location, 6003 Southeast 15, or you can go to my Edmond, 285 South Santa Fe. Come get you one of these taters.
Wings, am I right? You're right. Grab an 8-piece of KFC's new hot and spicy wings for just $4.99. Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Welcome back again to LW Good Stadium. On the first down play, Lamar Davis was able to pick up 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8 upcoming for the Falcons, who have gone fast, and we're playing fast on fast as the Maroons are no huddle and the Falcons are no huddle. And so we've not much time in between plays here as the Falcons look now. Woods oversees the offense, looks, and he's got pressure up the middle, and he's going to be taken down and sacked as number 55 came in over the nose tackle and was able to put him on his backside. Kylan Williams as one of our players to watch in the pregame as he leads this team now with 6 sacks, add another one to that.
Well, you can see why. He got in there and he's a sure tackler. That was, to get Thompson on the run, and Thompson was in his gate to get out of there, but great tackle there by Mr. Williams.
So 3rd down and a bunch. Call it 16 for the Falcons here, whose passing attack has not yielded much tonight. It's been mostly a run, dink, and dunk kind of game. Middle screens have worked for both squads. As they come set now, the quarterback takes the ball as he's under pressure, looks out to the left side. Pass is complete to Mr. Reliable, Nickens, who's out near the line to gain as the officiating crew is overlooking it, and we're looking for a decision here.
He's just short of it.
And nope, they're saying 1st down, move the sticks.
Wow. That was he fought hard for it. It was a generous spot, but hey, it's a 1st down.
Yeah, so
the Sunbeam Family Services first.
Sunbeam Family Services first down. So Jayden Nickens, a great route to yield a 1st down for the Falcons here now, who are now 1st and 10 outside of the 40. We call it the 43-yard line. Woods looks out to the left, throws high, and the pass is incomplete.
I'm going to piggyback off of something that Mo said last week. He was talking about how their mechanics when they're throwing. He never turned his hips on that one. That play was there for him. It was just all arm, and he needed to turn his hips into it, and that ball would have been there where it needed to be.
It's a long way from hash to hash. He was thrown across the field, incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Falcons here on a Friday night, on a chilly Friday night, about 61 degrees with gusts out of the south, southeast, northeast as the quarterback calls his own number, bounces off of a man, still on his feet, cuts it back towards the middle and goes down just across the 50-yard line. So a gutsy run by Mr. Quarterback there.
Josiah Woods,
who did it all with him, called his own number and was able to pick up great yardage, makes this 3rd down much more manageable. About 3rd down and 1 here as we are approaching 3 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter of play.
And that's an A-plus lawn service time update.
A-plus lawn service time update and a Sunbeam Family Services 1st and 10. So a lot of moving parts here.
Yes.
And we certainly thank our sponsors for all they do to make this broadcast possible. Twins left and right. Quarterback looks to the right, throws the ball in the backfield. Nickens is out there looking to beat him. Still on his feet, running down the sideline, tiptoes down the sideline. He steps out of bounds at the 36-yard line. But it's good for a first down, and that is a Sunbeam Family Services first down.
Well, man, that looked like that was a lateral, actually. I thought he was going to pass the ball, but Jesus, what
well, it's a good thing he got on it because it was backwards.
Yeah, that was some great speed he displayed right there.
1st and 10 for the Falcons. Twins, both sides of the field, single back. Quarterback sends man in motion, across his face. Quarterback calls his own number, still on his feet, steps over one of the Maroons, makes a man miss, and out near the 25-yard line, as that is good for another 1st and 10.
Yeah, another Sunbeam Family Services first down.
Sunbeam Family Services. I think they picked the right thing to sponsor tonight.
Absolutely.
We've had a plethora of 1st and 10s for the Falcons. Clock's running at near 3 minutes as the Falcons are knocking on the door here in the red zone at the 25-yard line. Twins again left and right, single receiver or single back in the backfield, sends a man in motion. This time goes across on the counter play as Keys takes the ball off the right side tackle for a minimal gain on the play. Probably pick up about 3 to 4 yards on the play. Not so much minimal, but taking a chunk out of it anyway. 2nd down and about 6 to 7.
But this is a tall order for Perry right now. Perry's defense has been out there on the field right now, and Millwood's offense is extremely dynamic. And you got to be completely focused on defense to be able to account for all this firepower they have.
I'm just moving. So there's a timeout on the field taken by the Perry Maroons. We'll take it with them. 2 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play. We'll be back after a quick break. You're listening to Millwood Football, sponsored by SSM Health and Love Travel Stops and Country Stores.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Well, we're back here inside of LW Good Stadium on this timeout. This timeout brought to you by OG&E. OG&E energizes life. OG&E energizes the communities they serve. Find a rewarding career at OGE.com. Thank you, OG&E, for your sponsorship of timeout sponsorship. So the Perry Maroons call a timeout to slow down this attack of this Millwood Falcon offense, who's finding their niche now. And the quarterback has mixed it up with some pass and some runs on his own, able to get the ball out to his playmakers, of course, in the persons of Nickens and Thompson, who look to stretch the field, as Josiah Woods now is starting to find his keys, even Mr. Anthony Keys.
Yeah, and Davis. I mean, goodness, this is stacked.
It's a lot.
Yes, it is.
It is a whole vibe. Twins left and right for the Falcons. Send a man in motion across the quarterback's face as he looks and throws the ball out to the left of the motion man. And that's that guy we just talked about, number 4, Thompson. Can't get loose as the Maroons were there, and he was at loss of yardage on the play. So to bring up 2nd down.
Anytime you can get Xavier Thompson down with the first tackle, that's a successful mission right there on its own.
Yeah, that gang tackle is the game of the night for the theme of the night for the Maroons, as one slows him down and others come in pursuing because he's got so much escape ability. See what I did there? Escape ability. 2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining. Quarterback rolls right, throws about across the middle. Pass is complete to number 11, Donovan Knight. That's inside of the 10-yard line. That's going to be another first down, another Sunbeam Family Services first down. It'll be first down and goal for the Falcons.
As they cross into the red zone, let's see what they can do. They've been stalling. All these drives have stalled inside the red zone. Let's hope that they can change that.
First and goal from the 7-yard line for the Falcons, who send out Twins left and right again. The single running back in the backfield. Quarterback Woods in the shotgun formation, sends a man again in motion across his face, takes the ball the other way up the middle, and he's met there by number 58 of the Perry Maroons.
Yeah, 58 is – wow, we don't have him on the –
Make that number 50, Cash Warren. Cash Warren of the Perry Maroons on the stop there. Pickup of about 2 yards. second and goal from about the 5-yard line as the Falcons are adjusting personnel. Partner, I don't know about you, but I'm just a little cold.
Oh man, I'm loving it.
This is hot chocolate weather.
Oh man, I'm loving it. The game is good. I'm heated up from the game, and I'm feeling good, man.
52 seconds remaining as the Falcons go second and goal. Number 17, the ball carrier for the Falcons, Lamar Davis, who pounds his way up the middle, ever so closer to the goal line, down at about the 3-yard line. So it'll be third and goal as we approach halftime. 36 seconds remaining. Halftime is brought to you by the Millwood Enrichment Foundation, and we'll have someone here, a representative, that will talk to us about their good work and the things they're doing for the Millwood family and faculty and students coming up at halftime. Third and goal for the Falcons, who go full house backfield. Quarterback rolls out to the right, looks one man to beat in the end zone, and he runs over him. Strike up the band, man. Touchdown, Falcons.
Right on.
As Woods calls his own number, goes around the right side, had one man to beat, and he ran over him to put another 6 points on the board for the Falcons here with 13 seconds remaining. And now the Falcons lead 12-0 over the Perry Maroons, and that is a First Security Bank touchdown. First Security Bank is a proud sponsor of Millwood Family Broadcast. If you're looking for a bank to help make your dreams of becoming a homeowner or business owner come true, let the First Security Bank make sure that dream a reality. First Security Bank is a member of FDIC and African American owned, as the Falcons now go to the Wild Falcon. And number 17, Davis, looks to go to the right, and the Perry Maroons had that all sniffed out. They have seen this thing countless numbers of times, and the Falcons are unsuccessful in the extra point attempt. And so with 13 seconds remaining before the halftime break, the Falcons now lead 12-0 over the Perry Maroons. We'll take a quick break, come back on the other side for the kickoff. You're listening to Millwood Falcons Athletics, brought to you by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be right back.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune in to my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
Dialing 800-285-0395. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-285-0395. 800-285-0395. 800-285-0395.
And welcome back into Side of the Broadcast booth here at the LW Good Stadium. Dwayne Doolittle, Eric Ross Max with you for this version of Millwood football, sponsored by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. The kickoff by the Falcons went out of bounds, and the Perry Maroons take it at the 35-yard line. The quarterback takes a knee, and that's going to end the first half of play where the Falcons lead 12-0 over the Perry Maroons as they're satisfied to go into the halftime and regroup, coming back on the other side. And so we're at halftime, and we'll take a quick break, come back on the other side. We'll have the Millwood Enrichment Foundation, and we'll talk a little more football as we get ready for the second half of action. We'd like to thank our sponsors tonight: Sunbeam Family Services, OG&E, Millwood Enrichment Foundation, First Security Bank, A-Plus Lawn Services, Big Old Spork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home, David Threet's Hair Care Cosmetology School, Wing Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance Agency, Love Students of the Month, Super Prep, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting, and our title sponsor, SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be back after a quick break.
Oklahoma City, we're live right now during the Millwood Falcons broadcast, and today we have Mr. Milo Wilson. Mr. Wilson, how are you doing?
I'm great, and yourself, sir?
Give us that great title of yours representing Millwood in what capacity?
I am the Millwood Enrichment Foundation President, also the Millwood Oklahoma City School Board Vice President.
Wonderful. Well, right now I know you represent the Enrichment Foundation, raising money. The goal is $25,000. Tell me, what is that $25,000 going to go towards?
I'm going to make you a promise. Each dollar that I raise, that we raise will go towards our scholarships, towards our students, as well as our teacher needs.
Well, if they would like to make a donation of any kind, where should they go right now?
Right now, Cash App Millwood Enrich OKC. That is Millwood Enrich OKC, MILLWOOD ENRICH
Wonderful, and we look forward to seeing everyone reach that $25,000 goal. And you have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is our Love's Travel Stop Student of the Month, Kiana Tubbs, from Cristo Rey, OKC Catholic High School. Thanks for joining us, Kiana.
Thank you guys for having me.
So I heard that you currently have a 4.2857 GPA.
Yes.
That is really impressive. Can you tell us a little bit about what motivates you in school?
So what motivates me in school is just kind of wanting to go to the higher level, so wanting to go to college, but also having a support system in my family and friends and just wanting to make them proud. So student government, I'm involved as the student body president, so I had to run and be elected for student body president.
I also heard that you have plans to attend Howard University and pursue a career as a criminal defense attorney. What led to that career choice, and was that always something you wanted to do?
So I've always been into like politics and law, but I didn't exactly know what I wanted to do in that area. And so I combined my passion of helping people, and so that's kind of how I came up with criminal defense attorney. It's helping people when they're in a position where they can't help themselves.
Hey, this right here is a fat butt. Everybody been hearing about it on the radio. You can come to my Millwood City location, 6003 Southeast 15, or you can go to my admin, 285 South Santa Fe. Come get you one of these taters.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
halftime here at Millwood, and halftime is brought to you by the Millwood Enrichment Foundation, and they are raising $25,000 to help take care of their teachers and scholarships with Millwood students. Help make a positive difference in investing in our jewel institution, Millwood Public Schools. You can make a contribution at Cash App at $ Millwood Enrich OKC. That's $ Millwood Enrich OKC. A great thing that they're doing here to provide funding and to help teachers and students here. Just a small part of the reason why Millwood is leading the way here in education in Oklahoma. So, partner, we're at halftime, and we haven't seen a great deal of offense, but there has been offense nonetheless as the Falcons came out, took the opening kickoff, went to the house, a 70-yard kickoff return. The extra point was no good, and here as we got ready to close out the first half of play, quarterback Woods takes the ball across the right side for a 1.5-yard gain into the end zone. That puts the Millwood Falcons up 12-0 as the extra point was unsuccessful. This game has been a game of back and forth, ebb and flow. We see that the Falcons are leading not only on the scoreboard, but as we look at first downs, the Millwoods had 10 first downs, the Maroons 5 first downs. Right. The Falcons have completed 8 passes for 123 yards, and the Maroons are 6 passes for 93 yards. Third down conversions, the Falcons are 7 of 12, and the Maroons are 1 of 5. Both teams have gone to the fourth down multiple times and have had some success. Individual leaders for the game tonight, Josiah Woods has 9 rushes for 37 yards. Anthony Keys, 3 rushes for 11 yards. Xavier Thompson, 2 rushes for 3 yards. But we'll put an asterisk by that because he had the kickoff return for the touchdown. Lamar Davis has 8 rushes and has no yards as he's lost on several occasions. Quarterback Josiah Woods is 8 of 16 for 123 yards with no interceptions. The leading receiver is Nickens with 4 receptions for 68 yards. Anthony Keys, 1 reception for 29 yards. Donovan Knight, 1 reception, 14 yards. And Xavier Thompson, 2 receptions for 12 yards. And so the Falcons have punted 1 time for 28 yards, and that brings you up to date with the Falcons' production here on this Friday night. So, partner, we go back to our keys to the game that we were talking about, starting early, managing emotions, and getting stops on defense. And the Falcons have been able to put a stranglehold, if you will, on the Perry Maroon offense. They have had success between the 20s, but have not been able to penetrate deeper in to the red zone to put any points on the board as they've lost, turned the ball over on downs on a couple of occasions, going for it on 4th down, as have the Falcons. The Falcons have had some plays go their way and some plays not go their way. The one thing that is eerily absent to me and very noticeable as we reference the pregame where Coach Franklin mentioned the penalties. And those penalties have not reared their heads tonight as often as they have in previous games involving the Falcons. And so that certainly is a welcome sign for Coach Franklin and his Falcons as they have righted the ship in that regard and able to have minimized the impact of penalties. So that is will give them a great big check mark by there as the Millwood Band performs here at halftime for the Falcons in the stands as they are getting ready to shortly head north to Langston, not this weekend, but on the 21st for their annual homecoming coming up there in Langston as the Falcons, the Lions tomorrow play the Panhandle State Cowboys, I believe they are, at a 2 o'clock affair there in Langston. Scores from around the state as Oklahoma State University is playing the Kansas State Wildcats in Stillwater tonight, and they lead 13-7 over the Kansas State Wildcats. That's a great sign for Coach Gundy, who is looking to get his team back on the right track, who are 2-2 tonight. The K-State Wildcats come in at 3-1 as they're looking to add another victory in the Big 12 as they progress, as we know it, the Big 12 as we know it now. Right. And we know that the Sooners will be leaving. The Sooners and the Cowboys the I can't say that name. The Red Longhorns will be heading to the SEC. Just an update now, the Cowboys are now leading 20-7 over the K-State Wildcats there in Stillwater. So hopefully they can hold on to that lead and come out of there with a victory somehow and as we get further into the Big 12 season. So back here tonight, the band is performing at halftime. The folks are bundled up. I believe there's hot chocolate in the concession stand, and we'll probably need to get some of that myself. You're listening to Halftime. That's sponsored by the Millwood Enrichment Foundation. Again, we want to thank them for their mission as they are attempting to raise $25,000 to help take care of their teachers and scholarships for Millwood students. Help make a positive difference by investing in our jewel institution, Millwood Public Schools. You can make a contribution at Cash App at $ Millwood Enrich OKC. That's $ Millwood Enrich OKC. So 7 minutes remaining before the third quarter kicks off. We'll take a quick break, come back on the other side with some additional information for you. Be ready to get started on the other side with more football in the third quarter action. You're listening to Millwood Athletics, sponsored by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be back on the other side.
Oklahoma City, we're live right now during the Millwood Falcons broadcast, and today we have Mr. Milo Wilson. Mr. Wilson, how are you doing?
I'm great. And yourself, sir?
Give us that great title of yours representing Millwood in what capacity?
I am the Millwood Enrichment Foundation president, also the Millwood Oklahoma City School Board vice president.
Wonderful. Well, right now I know you represent the Enrichment Foundation, raising money. The goal is $25,000. Tell me, what is that $25,000 going to go towards?
I'm going to make you a promise. Each dollar that we raise will go towards our scholarships, towards our students, as well as our teacher needs.
Well, if they would like to make a donation of any kind, where should they go right now?
Right now, Cash App Millwood Enrich OKC. That is Millwood Enrich OKC, MILLWOOD ENRICH OKC.
Wonderful, and we look forward to seeing everyone reach that $25,000 goal. And you have a great day.
Thank you.
Student of the Year, $10,000 scholarship. Congratulations to Miss Kiana Tubbs for being selected as our September Student of the Month.
So hey there, that's me, Butter, playing my song Calling Dick Tracy. I'm also a trial lawyer, and I've represented injured people here in Oklahoma for about 32 years. I've tried over 100 jury cases, premises liability, car wrecks, truck wrecks, wrongful death. If you've been injured, you need a lawyer that knows their way around the courtroom. So call me at our law firm, 405-378-3033, and ask for Butter. Now hey, let's sit back and listen, because music is life.
At OG&E, we make the power grid more reliable, efficient, and sustainable. Technology makes our systems even smarter, rerouting electricity automatically, freeing up crews for the jobs that matter most. A smarter grid means more reliable electric service. It's our duty to power your every day and every night, so you can live your life uninterrupted. Because at OG&E, we energize life.
Hey yo City, it's David 3. In celebration of the new school year, the Hair Cafe College wants to help you. Enroll in barbering, cosmetology, manicuring, and aesthetics and receive $500 off your tuition for the month of September. Set your own class schedule, no waiting list. Start today with a deposit of only $250. It's your time to become your own boss. Call now, 405-681-3838, and enroll in the Hair Cafe College.
We all deserve a brighter future. Sunbeam Family Services provides affordable and convenient mental health services for families and children at Edwards Early Education and Community Hope Center, located in the former Edwards Elementary School. For more information, visit sunbeamfamilyservices.org.
Need a banking partner you can count on? Call First Security Bank and Trust Company. It will be the best call you will ever make. Personal banking with First Security Bank and Trust Company can make life so easy. We offer mobile banking, online banking, and qualifying accounts can even make deposits using a cell phone. You will have instant access to all of your financial information, and you're able to check your balance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can transfer funds and even pay bills. You have total control. Plus, we offer personal customer service to help you with all your banking needs. Visit us today at 1541 Northeast 23rd Street or give us a call at 405-424-4341 or visit our website at www.fsbokc.com. First Security Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And welcome back into the broadcast booth here at LW Good Stadium here on a Friday night, where the Millwood Falcons lead at halftime 12-0 over the Perry Maroons. 2 minutes and 56 seconds remaining. So, partner, when we got started here tonight, we talked about the keys to the game. And so this is a good time to check up on the keys to see how we're doing. My keys to the game were manage emotions, start quickly, and stops on defense. And I believe when we look at the totality of all of those rolled into one, if I had to give them a grade on that, what they for the first half, I would grade them out at a B+. Because as Coach Franklin alluded to in the pregame, that he wanted to manage those penalties and the dumb mistakes. I believe he used 3 times dumb mistakes that the team was having. We haven't seen that tonight. And so this team has definitely matured from last week and all those errors that were caused previous to tonight and brought that all to a head tonight. And they're just playing pretty solid football here. And this very formidable opponent in the Perry Maroons, who will have the ball to start the second half when we come back out of halftime. So, partner, your keys to the game were discipline and taking care of the business in hand. And how would you grade them out on that?
I'll give them a B as well. And the reason I give them a B is if you take away the Xavier Thompson score, you really have a balanced game here. And like you said, between the 20s, everybody is sustaining the drives.
Right.
But having difficulty once they get into the red zone. Now, Millwood was fortunate, not fortunate. They forced their will upon them to get that touchdown before halftime.
Right.
So that's that. I give them an A-, and I give the other guys a B.
Okay.
Because they were able to break that plane once they got into the red zone going into halftime. Because it's an even game. They've been sustaining the drives, 20-20. And everybody's running the ball well. But they've got to execute in that red zone. And they've done well thus far. So, with special teams doing what they're doing, we really haven't had much special teams because nobody's been breaking the plane here. So that's the big difference in the game. Then, of course, we have a 12, what was it, 12-0?
12-0.
We've got 12-0. But the offense is just now getting their rhythm, finding their confidence, and imposing their will. So the key for the second half is they've got to continue that. They've got to watch out for a fast start here from Perry, because I'm sure Perry's going to make some adjustments, as will Coach Franklin.
Right.
But they've proven that they can sustain a drive as well. They just got to Millwood's just got to maintain their discipline, stay tough in the red zone.
Yeah, so what we've seen from the Millwood defense is that they've bent, but they haven't broken, and they haven't been able to get away from that. They dialed up the plays when they needed to get them done. We've seen on offensively for the Falcons that they've run stick routes in the form of Jaden Niggins, who's been able to get out, and when the Falcons were backed up, he was able to go out and run stick routes and convert on those 3rd and long situations to keep Millwood moving the ball here. Hadn't had a lot of offensive productivity on either side of the field. However, we've still got a close football game, as this game is not out of reach by any stretch of the imagination. A two possession football game, and it can change that quickly as the Perry Maroons are preparing themselves to take this opening kickoff here in the second half. Both teams are out. We'll take a quick 2-minute break, come back on the other side for the opening kickoff to start the second half. You're listening to Millwood High School football, sponsored by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be back on the other side.
This is our Love's Travel Stops Student of the Month,
Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and Publishing and Broadcasting Company are proud to partner again to recognize some outstanding students with our Student of the Month program.
4.2857 GPA.
Yes.
That is really impressive. Can you tell us a little bit about what motivates you in school?
So what motivates me in school is just kind of wanting to go to the higher level, so wanting to go to college, but also having a support system in my family and friends and just wanting to make them proud. So student government, I'm involved as the student body president, so I had to run and be elected for student body president.
I also heard that you have plans to attend Howard University and pursue a career as a criminal defense attorney. What led to that career choice, and was that always something you wanted to do?
So I've always been into like politics and law, but I didn't exactly know what I wanted to do in that area. And so I combined my passion of helping people, and so that's kind of how I came up with criminal defense attorney. It's helping people when they're in a position where they can't help themselves.
Oklahoma City, we're live right now during the Millwood Falcons broadcast, and today we have Mr. Milo Wilson. Mr. Wilson, how are you doing?
I am great. And yourself, sir? Give
us that great title of yours representing Millwood in what capacity?
I am the Millwood Enrichment Foundation president, also the Millwood Oklahoma City School Board vice president.
Wonderful. Well, right now I know you represent the Enrichment Foundation, raising money. The goal is $25,000. Tell me, what is that $25,000 going to go towards?
I'm going to make you a promise. Each dollar that we raise will go towards our scholarships, towards our students, as well as our teacher needs.
Well, if they would like to make a donation of any kind, where should they go right now?
Right now, Cash App Millwood Enrich OKC. That is Millwood Enrich OKC, MILLWOOD ENRICH OKC.
Wonderful, and we look forward to seeing everyone reach that $25,000 goal. And you have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you.
And welcome back into the broadcast here at Millwood Stadium. So, partner, I've been updated that there has been a CJ Turnbull sighting, and I've been updated that their Millwood's offensive line is a hodgepodge of non-starters, as their members who are sick, as the kickoff is a squib kick here to start the second half of play. And we're looking to see if it was fallen on by the Maroons or the Falcons, and it appears the Maroons have recovered the kick that squirmed its way inside the 45-yard line, just outside of the 40.
Right, tried to catch them napping right there.
And that's where the Maroons will start off the second half with the wind at their back. 1st and 10 at the 41, 42-yard line. So here we go, second half action back underway here. Tonight's football game sponsored by SSM Health and Love's Country Stores and Travel Stops, as there's a flag on the play, as appears that the
substitution,
that the Maroons have too many players or not, as it is waved off, as the officiating crew tonight has kept their flags pretty much in their pocket. They've practiced a couple of times and waved them off, and that another instance or example of that. So 1st and 10 for the Perry Maroons, who sent a man in motion to the far side to make trips on that side as they head off inside the tackles, and the Falcons are not having anything to do with that, as that hole was shot nicely and that run shut down. Number 9,
Miko Levine on
Levine, the UNT commit, has come up and at that tackle to his highlight film, as he made a nice open field tackle on a loss of about 3 yards on the play. So 2nd down and 13, as the Maroons find themselves going backwards here in the early going of the second half. Quarterback drops back into and looks and throws the ball out of bounds, and I know that's got to be something on that, as he threw the ball with no receiver in the area, as he was just getting the ball out of bounds to avoid the sack. As the officiating crew is discussing it, now the flag comes out late. Intentional grounding against the Maroons, as there was no receiver in the immediate area. As the crew now is discussing again, and there may be another conversation going here as to what will happen as to the disposition, as the far side official came over to add more information. intentional grounding against the Maroons. That is a spot foul.
Now, you were alluding to something about the offensive line, or what were you saying earlier?
Yeah, the Millwood offensive line is a makeshift line, as they've got several folks out, as Coach Franklin told us in the pregame that he's got sick bugs and injury bugs that have bitten him this week. And so they're just looking to manage, get through this game and to get as healthy as they possibly can going into next week. So intentional grounding, loss of down, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down, and a mile to go for the Maroons here, who find themselves behind the sticks as a flag comes out now, and the Falcons will give 5 yards of that back as the defense jumps off into the neutral zone. Offsides is a penalty against the Falcons. So
I'm looking for Coach Franklin right now. See if he's going to give them the look and start shaking his head. No, we're not going to start this half.
So 3rd down and 11 upcoming for the Maroons. Quarterback shotgun formation, bunch formation to his left, throws the ball to the right, and it's incomplete, out of bounds. So 4th down upcoming as an unusual diamond formation on the far side of the field. He chose to go to the single coverage on the near side, and that pass was incomplete as he's looking for his intended receiver, number 8 of the Perry Maroons, and that is Whelan Carson.
Yeah, he was trying to throw a back shoulder pass there, which the pass was good, which definitely shielded out the cornerback, but just couldn't execute it.
So 4th down upcoming as the punt form unit comes out for the Maroons. The punt is away to low punt, takes a bounce, and there's a man, number 4, Thompson. He's got a head full of steam down the side, near sideline, steps out of bounds, and he's still running as the officiating crew now is calling him out of bounds. Rightfully so. There is a flag on the field.
Can I say it again? Do not, I repeat, do not kick. If he's in the state, don't kick it wherever
he is. Kick it the other way.
No, just take the penalty. Don't do it.
And so the officiating crew now looks to sort out the flag that's on the field as the ball carrier, the return man, was ruled out of bounds at about the 47-yard line in Millwood territory. And so the officiating crew now looks to share information, and we're waving the flag off again. So that put that down in the books, folks. That's the 3rd time that we waved off a penalty flag tonight, as the review has come through from somewhere else and has overruled or negated the flag. So a good job of communicating by the officiating crew, and we certainly want to thank them for their support of tonight's athletics, and they are certified by the Oklahoma Secondary Activities Association and assigned by the Oklahoma City Metropolitan Officials Association. And so we thank those gentlemen, these 5 gentlemen who come out here tonight to make this game official. So 1st and 10 for the Falcons after all of that at the 47-yard line. Twins left and right. Ball's handed off and thrown across the middle to Nickens, just off his fingertips as he had room to run. We saw that play in the first half with similar results. And they put a star or circle around that and came back to it as quarterback Woods was not able to hook up with the intended receiver, Nickens. And it will be 2nd down and 10 to go.
Well, those are blown opportunities there, because that was definitely nothing but real estate in front of him. It's happened a few times tonight. Hopefully they can tighten that up as they can move forward into the season.
That play had promise written all over it, just didn't come together. And the quarterback looks and calls his own number. There's a penalty flag on the play. And so the flags that we did not see in the first half, we had that discipline that we talked about, now starting to show rear their head here in the second half, as that is the 2nd penalty against the Falcons here early going of the 3rd quarter.
What did you say the coach called them?
Dumb mistakes.
Just making sure.
His words, not mine. His words. And so here we are again, as there's some movement on the interior line of the Maroons. However, did not get a flag thrown on that.
Yeah, he didn't go across the ball there, so no encroachment.
2nd 15, quarterback takes a quick drop there as across the middle, and that pass is broken up. Number 57, Treg Bowman for the Maroons. middle linebacker just stood up and knocked it out of the air.
He's reading that play. I mean, that's the same play that Jay Nickens has had unsuccessful. They were unsuccessful with Jay Nickens on that. But yeah, the defense is kind of reading that.
Yeah, a zero-step drop for the quarterback who just chopped, and the ball came out. And the interior lineman just stood up and was able to knock the pass down. Third down upcoming, 3rd and 15 for the Falcons. Quarterback looks, throws out a pass backwards to number 11, and who's gobbled up there real quickly. Donovan's going to lose yardage on the play back to the 40-yard line, and there's an injured Maroon on the field as it's 4th down upcoming for the Falcons, and the punting team comes out onto the field.
I don't think Coach Franklin's not happy with these results right here. They had some rhythm, they had some things going, some momentum, but the penalties again kind of just thwarted that energy, and it just showed.
Yeah, so they're matching each other here as both teams now have come in to punt, and the ball is kicked high into the air, takes a Maroon bounce and goes out of bounds at the 41-yard line, and that was the line of scrimmage, so a 0-yard punt, and the Maroons will take over at their own 41-yard line.
I couldn't tell, was that
Falcon
ball
41-yard line
blocked, or was it just actually the wind?
It was not blocked. It was a shank, a shankarooski.
Oh, kind of like my golf game is what you're saying?
Hey, kind of like my short-range game, my pitching wedge. So 1st and 10 for the Maroons, who are looking to get something going here, and the run play off to the right side of the formation by number 7, Cuckoo, who picks up maybe 1 yard on the play.
Yeah, he runs into as Mo called him, the snowplow. I think we're going to have to change that to sledgehammer. Jesus, this guy is hitting out here. He's enjoying his linebacker position very much.
Oh, he is eating. He is definitely eating there. Twins to the far side, single receiver near side, high snap, the quarterback, and Cuckoo gets cuckooed. Oh, my goodness. Number 6, Cameron Carter, came in and said, "Hey, Mr. Cuckoo, how do you do?"
Anything Nico can do, I can match it.
Wow. And Cuckoo is still shaking off the effects of that hit.
Yeah, I'd call a different play if I were them.
Yeah, 3rd down after the loss on the play. 3rd and about 12 upcoming for the Maroons as the defense is starting to peel their ears back as a pass across the middle there, and there's a receiver, and it's broken up last minute on a pass down near the 20-yard line. And coverage for the Falcons is Buford, who broke up the pass that was intended for the receiver here. I'm looking for his number, as it's just a little difficult to see number 5, it appears to be, and that is Brendan
number 5
Booher.
is Brendan. Yeah,
Booher. Brendan Booher. Incomplete, 4th down, 12. Punt formation for the Maroons, and yes, back deep is number 4 for the Falcons, Xavier Thompson. It's a trick play. Ball's tipped, and it falls incomplete. The pass goes incomplete after it's tipped on a trick play that was being deployed by the Maroons to no avail, and the ball will go over on downs to the Falcons, and the Maroons had the numbers, just couldn't execute that play as the Falcons were in punt return formation.
Well, that was a gutsy play. It just didn't come to fruition.
I hate it when that happens.
Oh, anyway, Millwood striking it up here. 1st down.
1st and 10 Falcons. Twins to the far side of the field. Single receiver near side. 2 backs in the backfield. Sends one back in motion. Hands the ball off to number 17, straight up the middle. Lamar Davis, pickup of maybe a half a yard on the play. 2nd down, call it 9, upcoming for the Falcons here near midfield on this Friday night. On a chilly Friday night with the wind out of the north, and it is definitely a factor affecting both teams tonight. It's affecting me. It is a tad bit chilly here in the press box here at LW Good Stadium. Nonetheless, we persevere. 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the quarter. Jet sweep action handed off to number 17, Davis. Davis pounds his way out near the 45-yard line. Pick up about a yard and a half on the play, making a yard on the play. out to the 45-yard line. It'll be 3rd down, 8 upcoming for the Falcons here with 8 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter play. That time check brought to you by A+ Lawn Service.
Yeah, I expect to see a lot of Davis and Keys this half, the second half here.
Trips to the far side of the field, single receiver near side. Thompson is the single receiver in single coverage as the cover 1 defense for the Maroons, who are stacking the box, daring the quarterback to throw it out there. Quarterback drops, looks, turns, throws the ball across the middle. There's that man, and it's nearly intercepted, underthrown to Xavier Thompson, who couldn't get his hands on it, and the Perry Maroons almost came away with an interception there, but nonetheless it'll be 4th down for the Falcons, who send in the punting team again. So no harm, no foul there, as the ball is spotted in the wrong place here. The officiating crew will adjust that, giving it another yard to the Falcons here as they come out in punt formation.
That was a good play by Corbin Hester for the Maroons over there, continuing the fight with, break up that play down there. There's a heck of an effort there.
So the Falcons here are looking to take a timeout now because didn't have enough personnel on the line of scrimmage for the punt team, so we'll take a quick timeout with them. You're listening to Millwood Football, sponsored by SSM Health, Love Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be back on the other side.
Hey, yo, City, it's David 3. In celebration of the new school year, the Hair Cafe College wants to help you. Enroll in barbering, cosmetology, manicuring, and aesthetics, and receive $500 off your tuition for the month of September. Set your own class schedule, no waiting list. Start today with a deposit of only $250. It's your time to become your own boss. Call now, 405-681-3838, and enroll in the Hair Cafe College.
Once again, welcome back inside LW Goods Stadium on this timeout, an OG&E timeout. OG&E energizes life. OG&E energizes the communities they serve. Find a rewarding career at OG&E.com. OGE.com. Thank them for their sponsorship, timeout sponsorship. For 4th down, upcoming for the Falcons, 4th and 8, as the personnel situation was corrected, and they were able to get enough out here on the line of scrimmage. And on this play here is deep punt formation again for the Falcons. Carter, number 6, the punter, looks for the snap, and the Millwood does their own little razzle-dazzle, and that's sniffed out also, as anything they can do, we can do too. And so both teams, well, 2. We're just going to go 2. So both teams have gambled on the 4th down punting situation and have come up short. And so it'll be Perry Maroon football at the 35-yard line going in. So a short field for them as they look to put some points on the board here. At quarterback, still number 3, Jackson Cunningham, who's in shotgun formation, sends a man in motion from the near side. The ball is bobbled and fumbled, and they go backwards. So the toss was not true, and number 5, Boher, was not able to corral the ball as he had some daylight had he taken that pitch. Nonetheless, the Maroons have been backed up now 11 yards, so it'll be 2nd down, 21 to go for the Maroons at the 46-yard line.
Well, 2nd and forever here?
Yes, 2nd and a mile. Pursuit on the quarterback. He gets the pass off, but he pays the price, and that pass is incomplete. There is a flag on the field near where the pass was thrown, and the indication is against the Falcons. Not sure if it's holding or a pass interference, as the officiating crew is looking to sort things out here.
I don't think they'll be picking this flag up.
No, pass interference is a call against the Falcons as the defender arrived just a tad bit too early. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, and it will result in the 1st down for the.
Now, is that from the spot of the foul, or is that
previous spot?
Okay, because it certainly looked like it was for 2nd and 22.
So it should have been from the previous spot, and that gets us down to about 7. So second down and 7. The toss switch again as they look now to go razzle-dazzle, and there's a pass down the field, and that pass is incomplete, and another penalty flag is thrown in the end zone and on a pass interference call, and it appears that it may go against the unsure as the official is speaking to the Perry Maroon player.
They're moving that direction, so this is
so 2 plays, 15 yards each, and so we're inside of, started this one at the 30-yard line, so it'll go to the 15. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Perry Maroons.
Well, they are in the red zone, and this is where Millwood's defense has been golden here. So let's hope they can continue this streak.
So as the field gets shorter, the defense becomes more stout and not as far to work with as Cuckoo had the ball on the inside read play that goes nowhere. And number 30 for the Falcons in on that stop, Mr. Johnson.
Miko Levine is laying the sledgehammer out for these people.
So the inside linebackers are doing their job here tonight, and the front defensive line as well, and they're limiting the damage that's done by the Maroons as they lost yardage on the play. So second down and about 11, maybe 12 at near the 17-yard line. Run up the middle, Cuckoo met there and hit, and he's hit in the backfield by Carter, who looks and shakes off that the effects of that tackle. He was able to slow him down, and the rest of his buddies were able to get him down on the ground. So third down and 11 on a no gain on that play, as Cuckoo was able to minimize the damage getting back near the line of scrimmage. Nonetheless, it is third down and 11 for the Maroons, who have yet to crack the 0 on the scoreboard, who are looking. They've had penetration this deep before in the first half and came away with no points as the quarterback's under duress, and he's going to be taken down at or near the line of scrimmage. Johnson again on the sack for the Falcons, and that's going to bring up fourth down and 11. So no gain on the play. That goes down as a sack, as Mr. Johnson again was able to break through, break free, and get the quarterback on the ground. As it appears again, the Maroons will go for it here on fourth down.
Wow. That's all I can say right now. I'll explain my wow in just a moment.
So Perry's going for it here. We got twins to the near side of the field. Sends a man in motion to the far side. He looks up on a simulated wheel route, crossing route there, and that pass is tipped and broken up by number 13, Billy Davis, who had his hands on it, incomplete, and the ball goes over on downs to the Falcons.
Here's my wow. This is an old-fashioned slobber knocker. We know this.
Mm-hmm.
The offense is, like I said, when nothing is really going on dynamically outside of the touchdown from Xavier. They've had the win with them most of the game. They've been in the red zone in this position. Why aren't they attempting field goals? This is that type of game to where me personally as a coach, I'm kicking field goals. Millwood's defense has garnered that kind of respect that you're not just going to pick up that kind of yardage inside the red zone. With the win, they should have done that.
So the pass is thrown backwards, and the receiver doesn't go to retrieve it, and it's picked up and scooped and scored by the Maroons, who now put 6 on the board, as the pass thrown by Woods was a backwards pass to Nickens, and Nickens was unable to retrieve the football, and the score put 6 on the board for the Maroons on the defensive side of the ball, as now they chip into the lead. And to your question, here comes the field goal kicker.
And that's what I'm saying. If you've got a field goal kicker and you've got the win behind you, why not? But hey, we got a new ball game right now.
Matthew Larkin is the kicker for the Maroons, and the ball does not make it over the crossbar, and so it's 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play. The Falcons lead 12-6, and that score is brought to you by First Security Bank, which is a proud sponsor of Millwood broadcast. If you're looking for a bank to help you make your dreams of becoming a homeowner or a business owner come true, let First Security Bank make those dreams a reality. First Security Bank is a member of FDIC and is African American owned. So with 4:05 remaining in the third quarter of play, we'll take a quick timeout, come back on the other side as we get ready for the kickoff. You're listening to Millwood Athletics, sponsored by SSM Health and Perry Loves Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be back.
So hey there, that's me, Butter, playing my song calling Dick Tracy. I'm also a trial lawyer, and I've represented injured people here in Oklahoma for about 32 years. I've tried over 100 jury cases, premises liability, car wrecks, truck wrecks, wrongful death. If you've been injured, you need a lawyer that knows their way around the courtroom. So call me at our law firm, 405-378-3033, and ask for Butter. Now hey, let's sit back and listen, because music is life.
And welcome back here to LW Good Stadium here on a Friday night. Millwood Falcon football versus the Perry Maroons, as the Maroons have capitalized on a offensive miscue by the Falcons and are able to turn that into 6 points on the scoop and score on the backwards pass from Woods to Nickens. And the pass laid on the ground, and the defense picked it up, and the band started playing just like that.
You see what happened with the kicking team. They got smart. They kicked this ball out of bounds. I'm not kicking it to Xavier the rest of the year.
So free kick out of bounds by the Maroons, and the Falcons will take over the ball at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 now, only leading by 6 points, and that with just little wiggle room now as they come out here again for their second possession here in the on offense in the second half. Single receivers both sides. Single running back, sends a man in motion. That in the form of Nickens. Looks over, crosses Keys, takes the ball, and he gets hit hard. And number 57 for the Maroons, Trey Bowman.
Yeah, he's one of the guys to watch out for. And he laid, my goodness, what a hit.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 upcoming for the Falcons as they look to the sideline for the play call and the coaching staff. 3 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play. This time check brought to you by A+ Lawn Service. So single receivers both sides of the field, single running back, and a tight end nasty formation as the quarterback calls for the snap. Boom, the high snap, brings it down, hands the ball off again to Davis, who runs up the middle. Lamar Davis, the ball carrier, picks up about 3 yards on the play. 3rd down and a manageable 6 to 7 yards to go. Call it 6. 3rd down and 6 for the Falcons here on this drive that has them coming into the wind here.
Yes.
With 3 minutes and remaining in the third quarter of play. So Wood surveys the defense, sets the offense, single receivers left and right, single running back in the backfield. It's a snap, hands the ball off to Davis, who dances and goes nowhere. And he's met there immediately by the Perry Maroons, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Falcons, who send out the punt team, and a timeout has been called as the Perry Maroons are looking to preserve their time with the wind and get some things going here. We'll take a quick timeout with them. It's OG&E timeout, 2 minutes and 35 seconds. You're listening to Millwood Football, sponsored by SSM Health and Love Travel Stops and Country Stores.
Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company are proud to partner again to recognize some outstanding students with our Student of the Month program. Our Student of the Month for September is Miss Kiana Tubbs, a senior at Cristo Rey, Oklahoma City Catholic High School. Kiana Tubbs has set her standards high in the classroom and has core values displaying success in academics, community, hard work, and teamwork. For winning Student of the Month for September, she'll receive recognition in the Black Chronicle, Heart and Soul 92.1, and 1140 and Power 103.5. She also qualifies for the Student of the Year $10,000 scholarship. Congratulations to Miss Kiana Tubbs for being selected as our September Student of the Month.
And we're back here as the Falcons out of the timeout have punted the ball and punted it down inside the 35-yard line to about the 34, where the Perry Maroons will take over. And this time the offense comes out now only trailing by 6 points, as the defense was able to scoop and score on a previous possession by the Falcons. So part of the game is now, as we're getting long in the tooth, these teams have figured each other out, and defense is making some stops. The offense is still pecking away as the pass is complete out in the flat to number 8. And
what an adjustment right there by Whelan Carson.
Whelan Carson goes high and takes the ball off of the top of Jamarion Franklin, who was in defense for the Falcons. A little handsy there for me, but nonetheless, it's complete, 1st and 10 for the Maroons at the 41-yard line of the Falcons. So the longest pass play tonight for either team under my memory, especially for the Maroons here, as they go back to the run game up the middle, and the Falcons sniffed that out. And it's going to be a 2nd down and 10 for the Maroons.
Yeah, Perry's trying to capitalize on Millwood not, that 3 and out by Millwood, and this is what they got to do right here, because we know Millwood is a quick strike team, and they can turn it on as well. So Perry's got to do what they got to do now.
They're looking to use the wind to their advantage here, as the wind is at their back, as Millwood sinks out to cover 2 formation. Quarterback under pressure just turns and throws the ball away again with no receiver in the area, and we should have a flag on the play, and there it comes. Intentional grounding is the call again, as the quarterback was under great duress. That's a loss of down, 5 yards from the spot of the flag, and a loss of down. So it'll be 3rd down upcoming for the Perry Maroons, who now have just quarterback just had enough of it and got rid of it. So that takes the ball back on the other side of the 50-yard line now to the 47-yard line. 3rd down and a mile, as now stick management comes in for the defense, who has to be aware of not letting anyone get behind them in a soft coverage. And there's another flag on the play. False start is going to be the indication against the Perry Maroons, who are going in the wrong direction now.
Yes, they are. They have gotten themselves out of their own rhythm here.
And so it looks as though they waved the flag off, as the ball was not set or marked ready for play, which could be a delay of game penalty. Nonetheless, quarterback throws a middle screen again. That play's worked for them quite a bit tonight. He's still on his feet, running back and around, 1 man to beat, and there's a shoestring tackle there made by number 13 of the Falcons, Billy Davis. So Billy Davis has the touchdown saving tackle, and the Maroons are stopped short of the line again. It'll be 4th down and 2 as they hurry to the line of scrimmage to get set, and the quarterback hands the ball off to Cuckoo, who goes across the left side looking for 1st down yardage. It's going to be close, as the officiating crew says move the sticks. 1st and 10.
I'm going to have to quote Gary Woods now today. Last week, Gary Woods talked about if you are freed up on that front line and it's a screen. The whole defense bid on that, and they've got to be more disciplined on that. He mentioned that last week, and we're seeing it rain right here.
So 1st and 10 for the Maroons here in the waning seconds of the first quarter. The third quarter. Quarterback throws a pass downfield, incomplete, and it's broken up there as the safety comes over the top and makes contact with the receiver right as the ball arrived. And so they've found something they like on that left side of the field and gone to that several times. However, it has not yielded much fruit. See what I did with that?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So 2nd down and 10. And folks, if it sounds like we're in the war zone, it's because the Millwood drum section is now playing, and I think they're using everything they have, like on those drumsticks and middle screen blitz package, and the quarterback throws the ball again in the area where there is no receiver. And so we're looking now again to see if there's going to be a flag on the play. as the quarterback was under great duress and heaved the ball out near the line of scrimmage, and there's no flag thrown on this one.
Yeah, they were trying to catch Millwood again with a screen. It just didn't develop. They got there quicker this time. They were fortunate that that screen did not develop.
So fool me once, shame on you.
Yes.
Fool me twice. Well, you just can't fool me twice. So 2nd down and 10 for the Maroons. Quarterback drops, looks across, throws the ball underneath on a slant route to number 8, and he's met there with some great power by number 8, Treshawn Buford. Number 9 is Farrell, Aiden Farrell. The pass is good for him, and it moves the stick, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Maroons here with 20 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. So the Maroons have the wind at their back for about another 13 seconds. Quarterback drops back, looks, throws to the end zone, to the corner of the end zone. Pass is incomplete, overthrown. And that will stop the clock with 7 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. That pass was intended for number 5 of the
It's for Bronson.
Bronson Boer. 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 B-O-U-H-E-R.
Boer, yes.
So 2nd down and 10 as the Maroons are looking to the sideline for the play. Twins left and right, single back in the backfield, quarterback shotgun, maximum protection. He's being scrambled, looks to his left, throws to his left. There's a lot of hand fighting out there, and the pass is thrown, and it looks as though it is intercepted in the end zone. And the defense rises to the occasion again. Number 5, Chance Davis, has 2 hands on the football, and the officiating crew waves to give the touchback signal. So the defense once again bends, but yields no fruit for the Maroons.
Yeah, the squandered opportunity, with the win there. Risky play. I mean, you got to go for it, but it was still a risky play. Throwing across your body and moving the ball hung up like that. Great play by Millwood.
That's the end of the 4th quarter of play, and it ends with an interception in the end zone by number 5, Chance Davis, who was the star of the Millwood's championship basketball game, made the 3-point shot in the corner that lives now, reigns forever in infamy. We'll take a quick break, come back on the other side. You're listening to Millwood's football exclusively on CBS, 92.1 Heart and Soul. Sponsored by SSM Health, Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be back after this break.
At OG&E, we make the power grid more reliable, efficient, and sustainable. Technology makes our systems even smarter, rerouting electricity automatically, freeing up crews for the jobs that matter most. A smarter grid means more reliable electric service. It's our duty to power your everyday and every night, so you can live your life uninterrupted. Because at OG&E, we...
And we're back here inside of LW Good Stadium. There's a CJ Turnbull sighting here as he's come in at quarterback here in this 4th quarter, as the Falcons have brought him off of the bench. He was injured before, looking to save him, but Coach Franklin has made the decision to put him into the game. He looks for his favorite receiver across the middle in the form of Jaden Nickens, and that pass falls incomplete. The slant route that's been available most of the night hasn't been able to connect on it. 2nd down and 10 upcoming for the Falcons, who have the football at their own 20-yard line after the interception in the end zone for a touchback. The snap goes up the middle, hands off to the running back, number 17, Keys. Oh, check that Davis, number 17. Takes the ball up the middle for a pickup of about 3 yards, keeping the defense honest.
There you go. That's just what I was thinking.
Keeping the defense honest there. So not exclusively a all pass option for the Millwood Falcons now. And they tried up the middle there and were able to sneak out 3 yards. 3rd down and 7 upcoming for the Falcons here on this Friday night, a chilly Friday night here at LW Good Stadium. Tonight's game sponsored by SSM Health, Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. CJ Turnbull's pass is intercepted out near the 40-yard line, and the turnover, the pass intercepted by number 5 of the
Bronson Boer.
Bronson Boer made its making plays for the Maroons. That turnover there.
Well, Bronson read that thing all the way. They didn't disguise it very well.
Right.
The route was run kind of a little bit lazy, and the ball hung up there. So he just read the whole thing and got over there before the receiver could get it.
Like picking low-lying fruit. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors, Sunbeam Family Services, OG&E, Millwood and Richmond Foundation, First Security Bank, A-Plus Lawn Service, Big O's Pork and Dreams. On this first down play, the pass is complete into the flat there for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Maybe we'll check that. Look, about 4 yards. It'll be second down and 6 upcoming for the Perry Maroons, who have found some energy. Again, thanking our sponsors, Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Freedom Home, David Threet's Hair Care Cosmetology School, Wing Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance Agency, Love Student of the Month, Super Prep, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Cuckoo takes the ball here after the quarterback, and he's met in the backfield by Jacob Johnson. Mr. Johnson, that man has been all over the place tonight, making tackle after tackle. Another solo tackle for him on a loss on the play. Brings up about third down and 7 for the Perry Maroons, who have run into a blue wall of defense here on that last play. Trips to the far side of the field, single receiver near side. Quarterback in the shotgun formation, calls his own number, pitches the ball back to Cuckoo, who looks to deliver some punishment out near the 35-yard line, run out of the bounds at about the 36. As he's slow to get up there, as he was trying to, he's still stumbling on himself there. It looks, the officials asked a question or two, and he knew the right answer. And so it'll be fourth down upcoming for the Perry Maroons here as they've run into a proverbial blue wall of Falcons.
I'm not certain that he's okay.
I don't know that he doesn't look like he's doing very well. I've had days like that before. So fourth down, Twins left and right, single back in the backfield. Quarterback looks, surveys the field, looks left, throws across the middle, throws a pass out there that's intercepted by Jaden Nickens, who's got the ball. He's still on his feet out near the 30, by the 40-yard line, still making defenders miss. And he's brought down just outside the 40. So the turnover, and it goes back to the Falcons at the 40-yard line. It'll be first and 10 Falcons. Again, the defense bends. They bend.
Do not break.
They bend.
Yep.
They bend, but they have not broken.
Yep.
A great defensive stand here by the Falcons, who are looking to preserve this 6-point lead. Deep here now into the fourth quarter with 10 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in regulation. And the Falcons now take the ball, so the turnover cost them nothing, and they were able to get the ball back. C.J. Turnbull at quarterback again for the Falcons. Hit for his second possession, sends a man in motion, hands the ball off to number 22, and that's Keys.
Keys. It's some hitting going on down there.
Yeah, they're hitting in the middle. They're hitting in the middle. Both defenses have played well tonight.
Yes.
Have played real well tonight. And let's just put a star by this. Millwood has a makeshift offensive line, as they have multiple players that are out tonight due to illness and injury. And Coach Franklin was quick to let us know that he's had to put pieces together to make this thing work tonight. And right now, although it appears as though it's on life support, it's working. Turnbull out in the backfield, throws the ball high off the hands of the intended receiver, Chance Davis. Incomplete, so that'll bring up third down. And so the timing is off just a little bit. CJ, as he's been on the sideline all night tonight, just now getting into the contest and trying to get his rhythm back, establish his rhythm with his receivers. So third down upcoming for the Falcons. Third and about 8. 9 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in regulation, where the Falcons lead here over the Perry Maroons 12-6. Shotgun formation, sends it back in motion, looks, pumps, fakes, looks long. Has got a man out there wide open. Well, he runs back to the pass and unable to come up with it is number 4.
Yeah, Xavier Thompson.
Xavier Thompson. Just off the fingertips as the ball hung up in the air enough for him to make his move onto it. However, he was unable to corral it in, so it'll be fourth down for the Falcons, who look now to send out the punt team in the form of number 6, Cameron Carter, and looking for better results as the wind is at his back. He's punted multiple times today, and it's been into the wind each time.
You know, even though that was a short drive, it was a pretty exciting drive right there. There's a lot of potential that It should have gone the other way.
A lot of energy.
Yes.
The high snap. Carter's punt is off. Takes a bounce at the 30-yard line. It's still rolling inside of the 20, inside of the 15, down about the 14-yard line. So a great punt. The defense did what it needed to do. They flipped the field, and Perry's got a long way to go here if they want to try to tie this game up or take the lead. And starting inside of their 15-yard line at about the 14.
You know, this is going to turn out to be a signature game for both teams, actually. But definitely for Millwood, like you said, with the challenges that they face with having a makeshift line, their defense has been stout. Their offense is dynamic. They're a little out of rhythm, not much, but this is going to end up being a signature game because neither one of them are just everybody. It's just two heavyweights going at it right now.
And on cue, the defense comes up with a stop on a loss of about 3 yards on the play. Number 30, Johnson, and number 61, Searles. First time we've called his name tonight, but he's had a meeting in the backfield. We're going to meet at the quarterback. And so part of it, I didn't get any of that hot chocolate at halftime, and I'm starting to shiver just a little bit. Quarterback throws the ball out to the far side of the field. It's covered nicely there by a host of Falcons, led by number 2, Franklin, and others. Minimal pickup back to the original line of scrimmage, so it makes it 3rd and 10 at about the 13-yard line as the Maroons look to get something going here.
Well, I think both teams are trying to, like you said, play field position, considering the fact that their defenses have been really keeping them in these games.
And so the this has been a defensive battle. Millwood's no stranger to that, as they've done that on several occasions. The pass is completed here out near the 25-yard line, and that's good for a first down for the Perry Maroons.
What a tight window he threw that in. The angle on that pass was incredible.
Yeah, rolled left,
yes.
Right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing with his right hand in the flat. It was able to make
safety right in the route. That's pretty bold.
Johnson then giving chase to the quarterback, Cunningham. He goes down, and he's giving off Micah Parsons vibes right there for me.
Yep.
As he started on the right side, pursued the quarterback all the way over to the other side of the field, left side of the field, and was able to take him down for a loss on the play. Loss of about 4 yards on the play. So second down and about 14 to go for the Perry Maroons here, approaching the 7.5-minute mark remaining in the fourth quarter of play.
Yeah, Jakob has been a real pain for the for the complete Perry offense.
Once again, the quarterback's under pressure, throws the ball out, and it is caught after a diving, spectacular catch by Cuckoo. And once he caught it, he was down immediately at about the 19-yard line. So that's going to be another loss on the play.
And that's not a play I'd run again, not with Millwood's speed out there. They were very fortunate on that. I know they tried to do the same tight window deal, but Millwood's defense picks up everything quickly. You might, like you said, fool me once, it ain't happening twice.
Yeah. Look for a middle screen here possibly as the quarterback again rolls left and right to evade pressure, throws the ball up into the out of bounds near into the stands as he is proverbially running for his life. And so the coaching staff has made the adjustments, and he's not just standing still in the pocket. The pockets have been rolling left and right, and Millwood to slow down that Millwood pursuit to give him a little time. But there's good help on the backside. He's not able to find anyone open. So fourth down and about 15 upcoming for the Perry Maroons, who send the punter out as the Millwood defense again has done their job.
Well, they're setting up for a return. They've got Nickens and Xavier Thompson back here, so they want this ball.
The high snap, the punt goes out of bounds. There's contact on the kicker, and it could be argued that he was blocked into the kicker. As the officiating crew now starts to have a discussion as Johnson came free. That's personal foul, roughing the kicker is the call against the Falcons. And
is that an automatic first down in high school?
All of the roughing penalties are roughing the kicker, roughing the passer, roughing the holder. Yeah, all of those are automatic first downs in Federation football. So a new set of downs will come by way of penalty for the Perry Maroons, as that roughing the kicker negates a nice stand by the defense, but that's the bad news. The good news is that the defense is still out on the field for the Millwood Falcons. And they've played a great game tonight as we lead here 12-6 over the Perry Maroons, as the defense is pitching a shutout, as Perry was scored on a fumble, a backwards pass, and scooped and scored. And on cue, the defense. Wow. Again, a high snap, and the quarterback is under pressure again by Johnson. And a loss on the play on this time of about 7 yards. So it's going to be second down and about 17. Second 17 for the Maroons, who are just all out of sorts right now.
Right now the defense is making them do what they want them to do.
Shuttle pass thrown there to Cuckoo, and just to change the delivery, change the cadence, change the count, anything to slow this defense down. And pick up about 4 yards on the play, and it'll be third down 14 for the Perry Maroons. So 5:50 remaining before the end of the game, in the regulation, I should say, because we don't know what's going to happen here. And Perry Maroon faces third down 14 as the corner blitz comes, as Nickens comes from one side. The quarterback still rolling, calls his own number, tucks the ball in, and Nickens comes up from the backside and lays the wood, man. It's the wood, baby.
Yes, it is.
So the quarterback's going to be short of the line to gain, and Perry coaching staff has made the decision to punt the ball away, giving the ball back to the Falcons. And lesson learned here, hopefully for the Falcons, if you can't block it, just run on past him. So fourth down, look for a fake maybe, get all kinds of tricks, and the punter takes the ball and punts it, does what punters do. He just punted it.
Yeah, punted it away from Xavier Thompson, which is the smartest thing right there.
Yeah, the ball goes out of bounds near the 35-yard line, inside the 35-yard line, and about the 33-yard line. So it'll be first and 10 for the Millwood Falcons, and we're getting late in the game here. 4 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in regulation, and the Falcons will take over the football at about the 33-yard line, first and 10.
This will be a great time for a sustained drive here.
CJ Turnbull at the quarterback. Full house backfield, sends the back man in motion and hands off to the back, and the ball is on the ground, fumbled, and it appears as though someone has it. Yes, they do. We don't know yet, as the officiating crew has not given us an indication. And there it is. The turnover goes to the Maroons.
Wow.
And so that sets them up in good shape. That's the good news. They're set up in good shape. The bad news is the Millwood defense is coming back out on the football field.
Yeah, but I think that the Millwood defense better be plenty upset, plenty angry to keep that energy up, because they're looking to enjoy that time off the field.
Absolutely.
They're right back out here. They got to be a little ticked off.
Absolutely. A lot of these players go two ways. Here the quarterback rolls to his right, looks, stops, throws the ball out of bounds, incomplete. And there's a flag on the play. Holding is the indication against the Perry Maroons. And so that'll back them up to help the defense out a little bit. And partner, hear me say, when I said the bad news is the defense is coming back onto the field, that's the bad news for the Perry Maroons.
Exactly.
It's not necessarily bad news for the Falcons.
No.
That's bad news for the Maroons, because this defense has been tenacious tonight and has not yielded any points.
Yeah, and I believe they are a little ticked off.
Yeah, their shutout was given away by the offense. Nonetheless, they're back on the field here with first and a bunch. Quarterback rolls again, and Johnson's there in his face, and he just throws the ball into the stands. And there's no receiver there. And this guy is starting to hear train tracks and everything else. He's having night sweats right now. The officiating crew is discussing, was there a receiver in the area? And this quarterback has demonstrated that he will just throw the ball into the stands.
Yeah, and I think that's working against him as well. But they're giving him a break right here.
So no flag on the play. Second down and a bunch. 2nd and 20, and the quarterback middle screen pass is incomplete as they use the speed against the Falcons, as Johnson was pursuing the quarterback wholeheartedly and heavily, and he threw the ball into the middle, incomplete. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 20 for the Maroons, who received the ball via the fumble on a fumble recovery inside of the 30, and they find themselves now out near the 40-yard line, outside of the 35. 3rd down 10, Twins left and right, quarterback again in shotgun formation, throws the ball across the middle, throws it up in the air, and it is incomplete as he heaved it high, hoping for rewards, and the defense, Millwood defense, was there and ready for the task. In defense for the Falcons, number 8, Tyshawn Buford, who went high pointed the ball and was able to knock it out of the receiver's hand. 4th down, as it appears though the Maroons are going to keep the offense on the field and looking to convert this 4th and 20. And short of a defensive penalty or a long someone gets behind you, I don't know how it's going to happen. Nonetheless, Twins left and right. The quarterback rolls to his right. He's being pursued there. Still looking, stops, throws the ball, and it's out of bounds, incomplete. That ball goes back over to the Falcons. So after the fumble, no harm, no foul. Defense did their job.
Yep. Again, a signature game for the defense. And, wow, they look like they are ready for prime time.
Yeah, this defense has played their hearts out tonight on the field, being able to limit Perry to no offensive touchdowns, only giving up the touchdown on the fumble recovery while the offense was on the field. So 1st and 10 for the Falcons here. CJ Turnbull at quarterback again for the Falcons with 4 minutes and 14 seconds in regulation. Full house backfield. Quarterback shotgun formation, single receivers left and right. Hands the ball off on the inside trap to number 6, Carter. Takes the ball across the left side, right side tackle, running in between the trenches there, and picked up a nice gain on the play.
Yeah, that's a good run by Cameron there.
One of the longer runs of the night for the Falcons. 2nd down, about 5 to go, as the quarterback's now looking to the sideline for play call. Nickens is asking, give me the ball. Give me the ball.
You know he's always saying that.
Single receivers left and right for the Falcons, full out the backfield. Quarterback looks again, hands the ball off across the backside. Number 22 still on his feet.
Oh,
he's running there, and there's a flag on the field as he outruns everybody to the end zone. Appears it's going to be a holding penalty as he's tackled near the 5, but there is a flag on the field. Holding is the indication against the Falcons.
Yep.
Number 22, Keys, picked up the keys to the Jeep, and he was headed to the end zone. If none but for the yellow flag, he would have almost made it. Well, back him up 10 yards and
do it again.
Do it all over again.
I'm not so sure that that block was necessary.
It was there. That could have sprung him. I don't know.
He was past him.
Yeah,
he was past him already. But if you're holding, you already got your hands in the jersey. It's kind of hard to let go.
It's one of those things that just happens every now and again. You could just about call holding on every play.
Yeah, absolutely.
2nd down and call it 14 for the Falcons after the long run and holding penalty. Number 6, Carter, the ball carrier, still on his feet, dancing around out across the 40-yard line, still on his feet near the 50-yard line, still moving the pile. That man had a lot on his mind and moved the sticks, man, as he took the ball out across the 50-yard line for the 1st down for the Falcons at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, he let it be known that he was not going to be denied.
Mama. Woo! That man right there. So 1st and 10 for the Falcons, who are moving the ball again out to the 50-yard line. Full house backfield, single receivers left and right. Quarterback shotgun formation, hands the ball off to the middle to Davis, who's dancing around near the 45-yard line, inside the 45-yard line, down near the 43-yard line. So the running game now is coming in chunks for the Falcons And that running game had not been evident most of the night.
Well, it's time now. This is what you want to see with that final 5 minutes, that power game that's going to control the ball right here and sustain this drive.
Sort of like Paul Revere, one if by land, two if by sea.
Yes.
Well, the landing game is working now.
Yeah, they're saying stop me. Here we go. We've had plenty of rest. It's our time. Stop me.
Same formation. Single receivers left and right, full house backfield, quarterback shotgun formation, calls for the snap and hands the ball off to the middle again as number 17, Davis, runs over a would-be tackler and picks up about 3 yards on the play. There's a timeout on the field taken by the Maroons, who are looking to regroup. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Millwood Athletics, sponsored by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be back after a break.
I'm also a trial lawyer, and I've represented injured people here in Oklahoma for about 32 years. I've tried over 100 jury cases, premises liability, car wrecks, truck wrecks, wrongful death. If you've been injured, you need a lawyer that knows their way around the courtroom. So call me at our law firm, 405-378-3033, and ask for Butter. Now, hey, let's sit back and listen, because music is life.
Welcome back inside L.W. Good Stadium here on the campus of Millwood Public Schools. Millwood Falcons lead the Perry Maroons 12-6 here. Dwayne Doolittle, Eric Max on the call with you. Stevie D back in the station, making these things sound as good as possible. 3rd down and 3 for the Falcons. Single receivers left and right. Full house backfield, diamond formation. Quarterback sends the back man in motion, hands the ball off to the up back, Carter, who is wrangled down near the line of scrimmage and behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of the play. And then a quick timeout taken by the Perry Maroons.
What an adjustment they made. They must have sniffed that thing out coming out of the huddle.
Yeah, so a play that didn't go anywhere for the Falcons. And as we sneak down inside of 2 minutes left to play. So, partner, you're the coach. Make the call.
I'm pushing the ball up the middle. I mean, it's been working for both of them running between the tackles. I try it at least. Anytime Perry's tried to run outside or roll out, they've been meeting the defensive speed. I'd run right at them.
Yeah, so the down indicator indicates 2nd down. By my count, it is 4th down upcoming for the Falcons. With the wind at their back and the defense is playing like it's playing, I would probably punt the ball and pin them as deeply as possible, because they've taken 2 timeouts, no timeout remaining for Perry. Now, as we're under 2 minutes left in regulation, and for those of you who are listening and watching on the stream at PPBC TV and here on Heart and Soul 92.1, AM 1140. We certainly appreciate you being here with us on tonight's game, sponsored by Sunbeam Family Services, OG&E, Millwood Richmond Foundation, First Security Bank, A-Plus Lawn Service, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harris. And there's a punt, CJ Turnbull punt into the air as he's got folks in position to down it, and they were able to down it. Jayden Nickens downs the ball at the 1 yard line. And so the Perry Maroons will have to go 99 yards with 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in regulation if they want to have a say as to how this game will end up. Continue thanking our sponsor, Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home, David Threet's Hair Care Cosmetology School, Wing Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance Agency, Love Student of the Month, Super Prep, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Now we know when Mo interviews Coach Franklin, he'll say that's just how they drew it up.
The quarterback scrambles, looks to throw a pass, and it is incomplete out to the 10-yard line as he had heavy pressure from a number of Falcons right in his face in the end zone. 5 seconds come off the clock. 1 minute and 28 seconds remaining in regulation as the quarterback is working from his own end zone and running for his proverbial life. So the defense tonight for the Falcons are making a statement, and they're playing extremely well. The quarterback again rolls out to his left. The ball is tipped and falls to the ground, incomplete. Chance Davis in defense for the Falcons, who dropped back into zone coverage and was able to get between his man and the ball and knock that pass away, incomplete. 3rd and 10 from the 1 yard line, 1 minute and 22 seconds. So the suspense is building here. Can the defense hold, or will the offense ink their way out of the end zone? The quarterback runs to the middle, up the middle, and throws a pass, and it's caught out near the 3 yard line, but his knee is down on the ground, so it'll be 4th down and 7 for the Perry Maroons, who leave the offense on the field. As the clock continues to run, 55 seconds, as the player was down inside of the field of play. Quarterback again calls for the snap, scrambles around, looks for running room. He's got a man in front of him. The ball is tipped away, and perfect timing. Again, Chance Davis throws both hands in the air, and the quarterback's pass is incomplete. It'll be 1st and goal for the Falcons at the 3 yard line. And so, partner, what's interesting to me now is that we go to points for playoff purposes for the per OSSA rule. So if you're the Millwood Falcons, do you punch it in for the points, because we go point differential for seedings going into playoffs?
I say they probably will. Me personally, I say no, but I'm not the coach. I'm not the head coach. But, I mean, if that's that important of a deal, of course they will.
Josiah Woods back out at quarterback. Looks like the Falcons will go into the victory formation here. Woods takes the quarterback sneak up the middle of the field and inches ever closer to the end zone here.
Well, then that answers the question of how important those points are for seeding.
Yeah, it always comes down to that. Common opponents and then tiebreakers are point differentials. And so, leaving nothing to chance here, the Falcons again take a quarterback sneak, and the quarterback dances around. Is going to lose yardage there, and the Falcons are under no great hurry to get another playoff here as they look to the sideline. And Coach Franklin calls his offense over and said that's going to be it.
Well, I mean, this has been one of those kind of games.
No, I take that back. That's a timeout called by the Falcons.
Oh, okay. So they are trying to draw something up to get in there.
This is an OG&E timeout. We'll keep it right here and set the table for you. We're thankful for OG&E for their sponsorship of our timeouts tonight. OG&E energizes the communities they serve. They energize your house and everything else that goes with it. For career opportunities, contact OGE.com.
You know, with their tight formation and everything, I still would do like they do on their 2-point conversion, pitch it out to somebody and let them use their speed to get to the outside.
So there's always a chance that we could get to the edges, or quarterback sneak up the middle again.
Yeah.
Again, and for those of you who are watching and paying attention, this is never a case of a coach trying to run up the score. These points can become crucial should there be a head-to-head tiebreaker or anything like that going in for seeding for playoff purposes. So by all means, if I'm Coach Franklin, I'm looking to put some more points on the board to show that, to get that separation should I need those points later down the line. So there's the run into the end zone, strike up the band man. Put 6 on the board as the Falcons now have scored and will win this game tonight by the score of 18-6. And so that's the 12-point differential should they need them down the line. And that's the only reason. And I believe Coach Franklin has a valid point, because he's asking, why are we not kicking the extra point? And again, this is about the point differential going forward. Nothing about this game tonight. It's about the point differential for his team should he need those points later on in the year for playoff purposes. And I totally agree with him there, as the teams are meeting near midfield for the handshake, and the Perry Maroon coaches are in anticipation of what may happen here should they choose to run another play. And I believe that's going to be the case, that they're going to have to run one more play, untimed down, and rightfully so, as demonstrated, and his point was demonstrated and prevailed with the officiating crew.
I mean, it's only right, obviously, for if give them that opportunity. I'm sure Coach, like I said, Coach Franklin is not going to deny himself or his team the opportunity to go get another point.
And so it appears as though the Perry Maroons will line up on defense, and yes, we will have one untimed down in an attempt by the Falcons to add more points to the differential. So much to do about all of that, and the argument that was offered by the Falcons prevailed, and now there will be one untimed down. So, partner, we've got to pick a player of the game, and that's going to be tough. On a night where the Falcons defense yielded 0 points, the offense was somewhat out of sorts, given the fact that the offensive line and the starting quarterback were out, as the Falcons now come out for the untimed down in the Wild Falcon, and there's going to be a delay of game penalty thrown against the Falcons now, and some would argue that that could be a sign of rubbing it in your face to the Falcons on behalf of the officiating crew. But we're not offering that. But certainly, the ball was marked ready for play, and the time clicked off, and now fresh 25, and it'll be first and goal from the 8-yard line on this try, on this untimed down, as the Falcons still are trying to get all the personnel situated. Twins to the right side of the field, single back in the backfield, single receiver to the far side. Quarterback looks, throws the ball across the middle. It's tipped away. So after all of that, no points added, and we'll come back and shake hands again. And so now the game is over. And we've ended here on the night where the Falcons are victorious over the Perry Maroons, who now fall to 2-1 in district play, and the Falcons improve to 3-0 in district play, 5-1 overall on the year. So a good night, a good outing for Coach Franklin and the Millwood Falcons. We'll come back on the other side to have our post-game sponsored by SSM Health and Love Travel Stops and Country Stores. You're listening to Millwood Athletics, Millwood High School Football on 92.11 Heart and Soul, PPBC TV. We'll be back after a quick break.
Travel Stops and Country Stores and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company are proud to partner again to recognize some outstanding students with our Student of the Month program. Our Student of the Month for September is Miss Kiana Tubbs, a senior at Cristo Rey, Oklahoma City Catholic High School. Kiana Tubbs has set her standards high in the classroom and has core values, displaying success in academics, community, hard work, and teamwork. For winning Student of the Month for September, she'll receive recognition in the Black Chronicle, Heart and Soul 92.1, and 1140 and Power 103.5. She also qualifies for the Student of the Year $10,000 scholarship. Congratulations to Miss Kiana Tubbs for being selected as our September Student of the Month.
Welcome back to LW Good Stadium here on the campus of Millwood Public Schools. Here, Dwayne Doolittle, Eric Max, on a chilly Friday night. And certainly we want to thank you for tuning in tonight via PPBC, the stream, or on 92.1 AM 1140 Heart and Soul. Partner, we've got a tough decision to make tonight, and we've had some deliberation as we get into this post game. Tonight we've had discussions as to who should be, who will be, who could be the player of the game, and I believe that we have come to a decision on the Big O's Super Prep Sport player of the game. tonight, and I'm looking for my information so that I can read out all of that, the particulars in this postgame. Our postgame sponsor is SSM Health Hospitals. SSM Health Hospitals are proud sponsors of Millwood football broadcasts. Sometimes after a hard-fought game, a player needs the services of a sports medicine specialist, and those specialists at SSM Health Hospitals are a great team to get your player back into the game for energy. So post-game here tonight, again, as we alluded to, where the Falcons are victorious 18-6 over the Perry Maroons. A tough game tonight. And we know that the Falcons came in a little understaffed with some players that were out due to illness, and even the starting quarterback had been out, was being held out of the game in hopes of getting better, stronger, all of that stuff that goes with that. Some final numbers to bring to you tonight as the Falcons are victorious on the scoreboard, 18-6, by the number of 18-6. The Falcons prevailed in the number of first downs with 12. They had 40 rushes for 73 yards and nine receptions for 121 yards. The Perry Maroons had 29 rushes. Get this, partner, 29 rushes for minus 12 yards.
Wow.
And so that defense was very present tonight. 14 receptions for 169 yards, so a total 169 yards passing. The quarterback was 14 for 37 for the Maroons, and 9 for 24 were the quarterbacks for Millwood. Penalties did rear their heads. The Perry Maroons were penalized 6 times for 45 yards, and the Falcons 7 times for 66 yards. The Maroons were 3 of 17 on third down conversions, and the Falcons were 8 of 21 on third down conversions. The Falcons were 1 of 13 on fourth down conversions, and the Maroons 2 of 8. Time of possession was pretty even, 19.21 for the Maroons and 21.30 for the Falcons. Leading rushers for the Falcons, number 12, Josiah Woods, had 12 rushes for 36 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 fumble. Cameron Carter, 3 rushes for 19 yards. Lamar Davis, 17 rushes for 18 yards. So those are tough on him tonight. Tommy Fisher, 1 rush for minus 10 yards. Josiah Woods was 9 of 20 passing. C.J. Turnbull was 0 of 4 with 1 interception. Jaden Nickens had 4 receptions for 68 yards. Anthony Keys, 1 reception for 29 yards. Donovan Knight, 2, and Xavier Thompson, 2 receptions each for 12 yards each. So that rounds out the offensive production. The damage was done early tonight, though, for the Falcons on the opening kickoff. That was taken back by Thompson all the way to the house, and it kind of set the stage for the Falcons for things to come. So the early lead was taken by the Falcons, of course, and the defense just did defensive stuff. Starting quarterback C.J. Turnbull came in late to start the fourth quarter and did not have much success, had an interception. But the one thing that he did tonight, and I believe, and you and I believe after discussing it, really turned the game. He came in, and where the punters were struggling, he came in and punted the ball deep here late in the fourth quarter down to the 1-yard line. And the defense was able to hold, and subsequently the offense came out and was able to put another six points on the board as the Millwood band prepares to leave. So part of that brings us down to the player of the game, and it is a Big Old Pork and Dreams and Super Prep player of the game, and it's brought to you by those entities. They have 2 locations. Big Old's Pork and Dreams has 2 locations to serve, one in Edmond and one in the Midwest City. Stop by Big Old's Pork and Dreams for lunch and dinner and tell Big Old to let Big Old make your dreams come true. So, partner, let's unveil the player of the game.
Yep, Mr. Skyler C.J. Turnbull.
C.J. Turnbull, who had limited minutes tonight, limited touches, limited production. And it wasn't his arm tonight. It was his punting foot that sealed his victory for the Falcons, who were able to have them prevail tonight. So on a night where the Falcons found themselves victorious, 3-0, undefeated in district play, right in line where they were on last year, this team keeps getting better and better and better. And I believe Coach Franklin will be pleased with the results of the game. Some parts of it, may not so much. But overall, a good performance by this team, given the status and the condition that this team was in, missing key players on the offensive line, and that were helping this offense to be so productive. On a night where the defense was everything for the Falcons. Didn't need much offense to go with that. So with that, I think we'll wrap things up here from LW Good Stadium. The Falcons play again on next week, and we will have that game as they on the road in Newkirk, Oklahoma, another district road game for the Falcons, who have found themselves tested tonight here at home. And so we'll be with you, and we certainly appreciate you stopping by and joining us on stream, over the air, 92.1 Heart and Soul AM 1140, and on the app, PPBC TV. So signing off here for all the folks back in the studio, Stevie B, for Deshaun, our camera operator, for Mr. Max, Dimitri, who pushed the buttons to make us look good and sound good, to Mo and Gary Woods in their absence. We certainly appreciate the opportunity to be here. I'm Dwayne Doolittle, signing off tonight from LW Good Stadium, where tonight the Millwood Falcons are victorious 18-6 over the Perry Maroons. You're listening to Millwood Sports Broadcast, brought to you by SSM Health and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time on the radio.